Okay. Okay, so peace, love, and light, everybody. I see that we have people in the building already. So if you're in here, just go ahead and let me know. Type in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me and see me pretty good. I'm hoping that all goes well, y'all. This is my first time coming back to doing a live stream on this laptop. Okay, last time I did a live stream on this laptop, it went out on me, but it's okay because I got both of them here just in case anything happens during the stream. I will be back. So again, if y'all are in the building, go ahead and let me know in the chat. I'm gonna try to give everybody some time to get here. Peace, Darian. So Darian's in here. I'm glad that you're here, sis, because I know that you had a lot of questions. So I'm glad that you're here because there's a lot that I have to discuss about your questions. Okay. So let me go to that because it's about to be 9. So I'll already go. Let me click back. I'll already go to discussing some of your questions. So anyway, sis, how you been? Like, Darian, how's everything going, sis? I'm trying to come to Texas also, like ASAP. So I'm planning a couple more meet and greets. So maybe we can finally meet, sis. Um, all right, so let me go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and dive in. I'm gonna do an overview really quickly, so that people who watch this stream afterwards are able to come in and know the direction of everything. So today, again, just as a quick overview, we're going to be talking about creating websites. We're going to be talking about using things like WordPress, Shopify, as well as social media for creating websites. All right, there's different things. Oh, my bad, y'all. I'm using 2 different computers. So there's different things that you can do in regards to your website. So I'm going to discuss all the different options that you have, and I'm going to let you know how you can start depending on what your level is. Peace, Lakeisha. Bliss Boss, peace. I love that name too, Bliss Boss. Oh yes, I'm so glad that you caught alive too because I don't remember seeing you before. But peace to everybody that's in here. Again, I'm just giving an overview about what we're gonna do in this live, and we're gonna get it in tonight, y'all. I've been great, sis. Peace, April. Musical mood ring is in the building. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to talk about is marketing online, and again, we're going to be talking about marketing using those social media platforms. Okay. Also, third, incorporating, meaning getting your LLC or tax ID, as Darian asked about. Trademarks, patents, and copyrights. That's something I want to talk about because we still haven't gotten into that, and I want to at least be able to give a good overview on these things so that I can go into detail over the next couple of months on these things. Okay, and well, almost last but not least, we're talking about selling products on Amazon because there's so many different ways to make money on Amazon, as well as how to flip $5 on Fiverr. Okay, I told y'all about Fiverr before. Do not be sleep, y'all. You'll start out on Fiverr making $5, and you can turn that into where you started out selling products for $5, and now you're selling products on there for $1,000. I'm not talking from telling you that it sounds good. I'm speaking from experience. So I'm going to go over all of these things with you. By the time we're out of this live, you should have a clear direction of how you can take your business to the next level, what you need to do, what's the next steps, or you should have an idea of how you can go ahead and start your business that you've been wanting to start, or just give you, some different ideas. But at the end of this, you should be able to have action steps to take so that you can get your business level success to the next level. Okay, so let me see who's in the building. Kelly Christina, oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever seen you in the live, sis, but I do know you've been on Patreon, so it's so good to see you here. Chani's in the building. Hey, sis, so glad to have you here. Yes, Kayla made it. I'm glad you made it too, Kayla, because I got your text message like super late about pricing, and I hope that you don't. I'm gonna write that down as well because I didn't see you ask a question on Patreon, but I remember that you text me, so I don't know if you still had questions about pricing, but we're going to talk about product pricing because I think somebody else actually asked that on the Patreon post as well. Okay, and peace, Ashley F. Okay, good. I'm glad you got your paper and pen ready. That's exactly what you need. Tiffany's here. Hey, Tiffany. So that's good. We have a lot of our, business members in here. So I'm excited about this because now we can get to build. So the first thing that I'm going to go into, y'all, I want to, let me start off by, let me see. I'm going to go over some of these questions in the chat. So I'm going to just let y'all know just to see some of the questions that have already been asked, okay? So Sequoia, peace of Sequoia, I hope she gets to make the live. She says, I want to learn steps to making a business lucrative. I have 2 businesses and I need marketing ideas, ways to maximize and merchandise each business, each making, even making one of them a nonprofit, okay? And then Darian asked, she said she wants to know about a tax ID. When is it the right time for you to get one? How many doors open up when you have a tax ID? Meaning, what more are you able to do with your business when you have one? Excellent question, sis. And also, do I have any recommendation for banks to get a business account through? Okay, so let me write that because I was going to forget about that. And I might as well just say that quickly. Um, I've used two different banks to get business accounts through, Bank of America and Wells Fargo. Right now I'm using Bank of America. They also have you also can get like a PayPal business card, okay? So there's many different ways to set up like an account. But if you want to do something formal, Bank of America has, even right now, like when I actually did, which I'm going to talk about, y'all, we're going to talk about incorporating. As you can see, I have some paperwork here to show y'all. This is from one of my latest incorporations that I did on LegalZoom, where I got my tax ID, which is also known as an EIN. And even when you sign up, like when you go through people like this, Bank of America contacted me to create a new business account. And they had a lot of incentives, like even a lot of cashback offers and stuff like that. So it's a lot of opportunities that can come from having a business account, because you get opportunities that a normal a bank account wouldn't get. You see, so like I'm saying, for instance, like if you have, let's say you spend monthly $300 on your business expenses, which is typical. That's like very minimal monthly expenses for your business. Let's say that's the case, then they have stuff like you can get cash back and things like that. So great question. And then, okay, so another question Darian asked is how to start getting your products sold on Amazon. And then, let me see. Martinez, peace. I hope she ends up being in the chat. And peace to everybody in the chat, y'all. I'm going to be up in the chat with y'all. I'm just reading this stuff from Patreon real quick. Martinez says, I want to do something, but I don't know where to start or what to do. I want to get another form of income besides SSI. I'm tired of asking for money. I want out of welfare and SSI, and I know I'm going to. Exactly, sis. That's what this whole live stream is about. And then Darian had one more question, which Darian says a good method to figure out your pricing. So excellent, because I know that Kayla's interested in talking about pricing, and I know that Darian's interested in talking about pricing. She says, I know we kind of touched on this before, but I need a refresher. All right, so perfect, y'all. So let me get back in the live stream, okay? Oh, and thank you, Darian. I just saw the, I'm back in the chat. So thank you, sis, for the hair compliment. Okay, so anyways, y'all, peace. Crystalline's in the building. Yes. Okay, so it looks like a lot more people have entered. Perfect. This is about usually the amount of people that we have. Peace to Higher Calling. This is about the amount of people we usually have when we do our Patreon only 100 Club member streams. Okay, so let's talk about it. The first thing that I want to talk about, I want to get into talking about Darian's question. All right, she wants to talk about a tax ID. So I want to talk about tax IDs because it is very important. Now, when we're talking about tax IDs, y'all, we're basically talking about something like an EIN. We're talking about becoming an LLC. We're talking about incorporating when you hear things such as tax IDs. So one way that you can incorporate, I recommend them, especially if you're already busy. However, if let's say you're in the beginning stages of your business, you have a lot of time, and you still aren't even sure what the direction, or you're still working on some things, you can file your LLC yourself. Now, I do recommend going with a service like LegalZoom because they handle all the documentation for you. They give you all the paperwork that you need. Let me see if y'all can see some of this type of stuff. But they give you the different type of paperwork that you need. The LLC that I formed, because I had my first LLC I ever had was Angels Perfect Photography LLC. So I had that one dissolved after I stopped doing my photography full time, and I created a new company which is called AP Imaging LLC, which is the same as Angels Perfect. It's just kind of like the derivative, so API. But they send you everything that you need. They send you your paperwork. They give you all your operating agreements, like if you want to have members and stuff like that. And then they just give you all kind of information. And I can't show y'all exactly this, but this is like the information with the EIN that Darian was talking about. So like I said, and then another thing I want to show you, they give you like, membership certificates and things like that that you can have if you want to add board members under your corporation. So I've used LegalZoom before, never had any problems with them. A couple of fees that I want to talk about. First and foremost, I want to talk about pricing when it comes to incorporating. And y'all, I'm in the chat. Y'all let me know if y'all are interested in, just let me know if y'all follow me on this incorporating. If anybody in the chat is interested in getting an LLC, please let me know, like press 1 or something, because I want to see how much time we need to spend on this before I go to the next topic. So Chani says, what do I mean dissolve? What do I mean? When your LLC dissolves, that basically means you have stopped paying your annual dues for a certain period of time. So let's say, like, every year you have to pay annual dues. In the state of Georgia, it's $50 that you have to pay to the Secretary of State. If you're in New York, it might be a different price. Okay, some prices are a little bit higher, some a little bit lower. I think Georgia's one of the ones with the lower one, because 50 is like on the low side of having to pay annual fees. Okay, perfect. So I see everybody pressing 1. So if you stop, let's say you're like, well, I'm not paying the Secretary of State this year $50. They'll send you a thing like, remember, you have to reinstate, you have to pay your dues. They'll do this a few times. They'll actually give you some time, like they'll give you a few years before they dissolve it. If it's going years they haven't heard from you, you haven't paid your annual dues, your LLC gets dissolved. Okay, so that's how that happens. That basically means you stop maintaining it, you stop paying on it, so they're like, okay, we're going to take that back. So a few things that I want to talk about when we're talking about, first of all, let me go ahead and put the name of what I'm talking about in the chat. So wait, let me put, I'm typing it, y'all. I think I have to put like HTTP and all that. So first and foremost, the website that I'm referring to when I'm talking about incorporating is LegalZoom.com. Kay's best, I'm talking about Kay's Best Life. Kayla says, I'm thinking of getting a sole proprietorship instead of an LLC. Would I recommend an LLC? Kayla, I do recommend an LLC, and that ties into Darian's question. So before I get into that really quickly, I want to talk about pricing. Again, when you talk about filing or getting an LLC or anything like that on your own, especially LLC, you can do that for about under $150 if you do it on your own. Just remember, it's going to take time, and you got to file documents. You got to do the whole process yourself. If you go through somebody like them, you're going to pay a fee of about $150 for them to do the service for you. To me, it's very well worth it. All you have to do is fill out your documents, send the money, and then you can sleep well at night. You ain't got to worry about a thing. Another thing that they have that you need when you incorporate or you get an LLC, you have to have a registered agent. A registered agent is basically something like, let's say you had a hair shop. Let's say, Darren, you open up your hair store and you have a physical place of business. Well, you don't want to be your own registered agent because they're going to come through the door knocking like, oh, let's say somebody sued you for something. Somebody's edges got snatched off with the weaves. You know what I'm saying? So let's say you got sued. They're going to serve they're going to send all the paperwork to your business if you list yourself as a registered agent or if you don't list somebody else, basically. But if you use a registered agent, for instance, LegalZoom provides a service, which is not too bad. It's like $159 annually for them to be your registered agent. So basically any legal things that you get goes to them. You don't have to worry about missing any documents because they're going to handle everything for you. And let's say that you did get served, which is what happens when somebody serves you paperwork as far as a lawsuit. They're not going to come to your place of business. They're going to serve your registered agent, okay? So when we're talking about total cost, if you go through somebody like LegalZoom, we're talking about about 200, let's say 200 and something to go through them for them to do the process, and then we're talking about another additional $150 to have them as your registered agent, okay? So very good. Now let's talk about having an LLC. Now this goes into Darian's question. I just wanted to throw the numbers out there so that y'all can have like an overall perspective. And again, for those of y'all who are new to these types of lives, when I do the recap, I'm not going to upload it tonight. I'm going to upload it this week. But when I upload the recap, I'm going to share all the links that we discussed. And I'm going to also break down all the prices and everything just so that you can have it in front of you and you want to be able to start writing your business plan. For those of y'all, again, who are new to Patreon, welcome. And also make sure that you checked out the How to Create a Business Plan. That was one of the first videos that we did. That's key. You're going to need to have a strong business plan if you want to do anything in business. And the way that I put it on the video is simplified. It's not a whole bunch of stuff. I even shared templates and things that you can use to fill it out yourself to get started. So back to the question. Okay, so now let's get into the juice. So Darian asked, she said, are there benefits to having an LLC? Absolutely. Kayla, do I recommend you switching from a sole proprietorship to LLC? Absolutely. Let me tell you why. For one, when you're a sole proprietor, basically that's when you're using your social security number. So even when I'm talking about, like we're talking about Fiverr.com, there are certain websites that you can make money on. You can use your social security number. So YouTube is one of them. Let's say you have a YouTube channel and you want to monetize. You can use your social security, or you can use an EIN. For Fiverr, you can use your social security number, or you can use an EIN. For other things, like for instance, Shopify. Shopify is something that I just started working with, which is what I'm using to sell my merchandise. This selling from a third party supplier. With Shopify, when I linked up everything, I did need to have an LLC, not necessarily LLC, but I needed to have a tax ID or EIN, which is something that you get when you incorporate or you form an LLC with your business. So that's one thing. Another thing, Darian, when you're talking about having an LLC, one of my favorite reasons to have an EIN number is because when you have an EIN number, let's say you're talking about wholesale, let's say you're talking about merchandise or selling products. If you Google right now, let's say you want to sell dresses for women, and you Google wholesale trendy dresses for women, you'll go through a lot of sites. Some of the sites at the top are going to be sites where you can see the wholesale price. I'm going to tell you a trick. The really good wholesalers do not have their prices available. Usually you have to log in. When you're dealing with a real wholesaler, people who have great items, not something that you're going to find from everybody else, because they have like these kind of middlemen wholesalers who are kind of wholesale, but it's not the plug. When you have an EIN or a tax ID, that gives you access to the plug, okay? Because when you sign up with these different sites where you have access to that wholesale content, you have to provide your EIN or your tax ID number, and you have to give them that type of documentation to even have access to the site. You can't just put your email in your business number and get access. So I think that it's worth it to have an LLC. The most important thing, which I'm going to say is last but not least, and is the most important thing, you have to understand, y'all, when we're doing business, you know, people love to throw around the word being sued. So when you have an LLC, you have protection against yourself. You have protection against your personal assets. If Kayla's doing business as a sole proprietor and she's booming with selling the teas and everything else that she's going to be selling, and let's say somebody's like, well, you know what, I'm gonna, let's say something happens and now Kayla's they're coming to try to take the assets for whatever reason. Let's say it was a bankruptcy, or let's say it was something that just happened with the company to where it's this big turmoil, and now she's having fiscal issues or financial issues with the company. That, if anybody ever had to come garnish or take away anything, your personal assets are protected, which is key. Because nobody goes into business and think that they're going to become a multi-billion-dollar company and then foresees the fact that they might have, you know, a lawsuit or something where their assets are at risk. So I recommend that, because at least when you have that, let's say even if you get sued, they can only, the LLC, whatever you have that's related to your business, is the only thing that would be at jeopardy, not your personal house, not your personal income, any of that. So that's why I really recommend doing being an LLC. So I'm back in the chat, y'all. Let me see what I missed. Also, Kayla and Darian, let me know if those answered your questions, okay? Because I can go back and answer them in more detail if you need me to. Just let me know. Chani said, I have a Touch of Goddess LLC for massage, but I don't want to massage anymore, so I'm trying to figure out what to do with it. Chani, see, this, I love y'all so much because y'all always ask wonderful questions. So again, like I told y'all, I had Angels Perfect Photography LLC. Now, what's so funny about it is when I first started doing photography, I was mainly doing photography, but I also was doing I was doing websites, I was doing graphics. And by the time when I was 5 years into doing photography, I turned around and I was like actually more of a marketing person. Like I did photography and I helped to brand local businesses in my area, and I also helped to brand like, you know, people who wanted to do entertainment. So I would do like portfolio development. But what happened was a lot of businesses in my specialty, but that was the direction of my business because I really did help people with that. So I said that to say this, Chani. You can have an LLC and you can have many different DBAs under your name. A DBA, y'all might want to write this down. A DBA is doing business as. And getting a DBA is not even that expensive. I think like to get different DBAs, you're not going to spend probably no more than $100 to get a DBA. So for instance, let's talk about Pretty Boss TV. So everything that I do, and this is going to answer your question, Chani, because to make a long story short, you can create other companies under that same umbrella. You only need one LLC. Okay. And then also another thing that I want to say is I'm glad that this just hit me. You can get an EIN number. Oh, I'm gonna have to do another video on how to get your EIN, because you can get an EIN actually without even paying. That just like snapped in my mind. I forgot about that, Darian. So let me write that down. Because I need to do an update when I do the update video. You can just go on the site and file for an EIN and get one through the government. So I do need to do a follow-up on that. So I need to write that down real quick. But China, you can have an umbrella. So let's say your company's A Touch of Goddess LLC, and you're like, well, you know, I don't want to do massage. Like, I wanna let's say sell flip-flops, right? So let's say your flip-flop business is like Flip-Flops International. So now you can still have that under A Touch of Goddess LLC, because that's the umbrella, that's the big dog. But you can put you can have like also doing business as that, and you just pay like an extra $100 to also add the DBA on there. If you go through somebody like LegalZoom, it's easy to do this because you can just do it through them. Add a DBA for like an additional $99. So with AP Imaging, I'm also doing business as Pretty Boss TV. That's one of my DBAs. You can have as many as you want under one thing. Another thing is, let's say you could just change the name. You can go through the process of not changing the name, but like I'm saying with the DBA, let's say you're like, well, I don't want to be A Touch of Goddess LLC. You can change your name to ATG LLC, and you can put also you can have a DBA as ATG LLC, which will be your initials. That's essentially what I did with Angels Perfect Photography. That's AP, which is Angels Perfect Imaging. It's just not Angels Perfect anymore. It's AP Imaging. Plus, it's easier for people to remember and all that type of stuff. And plus, like I said, my focus of my business now with photography and all that is more so marketing and branding people. So I hope that answered your question. If not, sis, let me know. Let me go on to the next question. Yes, April says she switched from a sole proprietorship to LLC. I believe that's a great idea to do. Tiffany says, do you think you need a registered agent for Reiki energy healing? Well, Tiffany, it all depends, because like even one of my friends, he has a paint company, and he even does contracts and stuff like that. He's his own registered agent. He did his LLC on his own, and he's his own registered agent. So when you think about stuff like that, because one of the things that I said is the downfall of being your own registered agent is, for instance, if you have a place of business and this place of business is what's listed under your LLC, which brings me into something else I got to tell y'all about really quickly. Then you will get served there. But let's say you have a business, but let's say you have like your registered business under your home address, which I don't recommend, but let's just say that for all intents and purposes your LLC is under your home business, and you do Reiki, but you travel and do Reiki. Then you could be your own DBA, because how are they going to just pop up on you when you at somebody's house that they don't even have the address to? But if you want to be politically correct and you want to have all your T's crossed, in that case, I recommend eventually getting a registered agent, especially if you have a brick and mortar place. You want to get a registered agent, okay? Peace to Tori Simmons in the building. I just saw her pop in. Let me know if that answers your question, sis. Okay, so Darian says, I just set up my Shopify yesterday. Perfect, Darian, because I'm going to talk about Shopify a lot. That's what we're going into after this topic. And I'm also doing different tutorials on Shopify. I got so many tutorials just specifically for Shopify. Tori Simmons says, when you're selling multiple products or services, do you have to have separate EINs? Great question, Tori. No. That's what I was just talking about when I was talking about having a DBA. So for me, y'all know I have a million things that I do. Doll World shows, guess what that's under? That's under AP Imaging LLC. Pretty Boss TV under AP Imaging LLC. Anything that I do, Kendra Distine, that's under AP Imaging LLC. Any type of business thing that I do, that's all under one. You see, you just need that one EIN number. And if you wanted to have something specifically different, like let's say you're going to be doing a lot of business as under different names, then you want to get that DBA so that when they see that, they know, okay, this is also such and such LLC. All right. Okay, and yeah, exactly, China. EINs are easy to get. Corella says, where to get company logos. You can get company logos on Fiverr. I'm going to talk about this website again at the end. This is the last thing I'm going to talk about, only because I talked about Fiverr on another live stream before, but we're still going to go back in. I'm just going to do that at the end. But Fiverr.com, Corella, if you're looking for affordable logos, they have many different types of sites. I recommend Fiverr.com because you can find logos for a very good price. I actually got I do logos, y'all. I don't have time to do logos anymore, but I do. That's what I did for business at a certain time. But I charge, like, when I was doing business, I was charging $150 and up per logo. But you can go on a place like Fiverr and get logos, really good logos, like 2 logos for $25. I got my Doll World Shows logo on Fiverr. You see what I'm saying? And I loved it. I was like, wow, it was quick. The dude was a little bit late. He was probably like a day late, but it wasn't an emergency. But it came good. I was so happy with the finished results. I had 2 logos that I liked. I told him, I want you to switch this and that. He did it, and the logo just ended up being perfect. So if you're looking for logos, if you're looking for intro videos, anything like that, any type of thing that you need for your business, go on Fiverr.com. They have quality people on there, okay? Make sure that you pay attention to the ratings and just look at their work. That's all you need. All right. April says, I have my workspace in my apartment. I got my inspections and all that stuff. How do I go about not using my home address? I know you cannot use P.O. boxes. April, you must be reading my mind, sis, because you just reminded me of what I just wrote down to remind y'all about. So let's talk about virtual mailboxes. All right, I'm glad you said that. You can use a virtual mailbox. All right. I use a virtual mailbox is what, even a lot of times when people send me stuff, like anytime I mail out anything, when I first started doing Patreon and doing the giveaways, some of y'all got my old address. A couple y'all have an address, an actual address. But the address that I give out, especially like when I send out all my products, money spell jars, anything that I'm shipping, all these things that I'm shipping to all kind of people, I use a virtual mailbox address, okay? So my virtual mailbox is located in Atlanta, Georgia, okay? ATL, baby. And I can actually go up there anytime I'm in Atlanta and get the stuff that was sent up there. But they also can ship it to you. So let me find the virtual mailbox that I'm talking about for you, April, real quick. All I'm going to do is just log into my email real quick to see if I can find it. Because I can never remember the name because I'm not on there all the time. I only go on there when I need it. But my virtual mailbox is the address that I use for my LLC. And it's very cheap. It's like $10 a month for it, which I think is probably even cheaper than like the post office. And at least with your virtual mailbox, it doesn't go by like size. Like, oh, well, you have to have a certain, you know, with P.O. boxes, like you got to pay for the size of the box. And that was kind of weird to me too because I'm like, I don't know what size I need. I just need something. So with the virtual mailbox, it doesn't have any of those types of limitations. Oh, now this is giving me, now this is acting crazy, y'all. Not acting crazy, but let me see if I can find my virtual mailbox. They were just sending me like all kind of warnings too. I just got to remember which email address that I was signed into for the virtual mailbox. I got so many email addresses for all these different things. But anyways, I'm going to find, I don't want to spend too much time on that because I'm having issues. It's acting crazy right now. So what I'll do is I'm going to come back, like I said, again, when I re-upload the video, and I'm going to put the website that I use. But if you don't want to wait, on the meantime, right now, all you have to do is search like virtual mailbox on Google, and they'll give you virtual mailboxes that you can use. I absolutely love them. What about a business phone number? Great question, Corella. You can get business phone numbers through Google Voice. All right, you have Google Voice, which I use Google Voice, and you also have Sideline. That's another one that I use. I have multiple numbers. Okay, so when you have something like Google Voice, all you have to do is Google Voice, and you can create a number. They let you do this for free. Now, I doubt that they're charging. I hope that they're not. I know that Google Voice has always been free, and you basically just get that number. You can sync it to your direct phone. So you don't even have to buy another phone. You can just, every call that goes to your Google number, when it pops up, it'll pop up as that your actual Google number so that you know it's a business call. So that you don't mix them with your personal calls. Another one is Sideline. Sideline is also very cheap. Sideline is like $9.99 per month. They used to be free, but I think a lot of people forget that they have a Sideline and we're just wasting numbers. So I was using them for a long time when they were free. I was one of those people who kept neglecting the number, and now it's $9.99 per month. So I think that's excellent for business. And then remember, like, let's say your business starts booming and you do need to get an actual another number. You can always just disconnect your Google Voice from your cell phone in case it gets overwhelming. So it gives you that, you know, that buffer of privacy between you and your clients and stuff like that. So y'all are asking excellent questions. Again, if y'all have any questions on the meantime while I'm saying something that comes up, you can go ahead and post it. But I'm still going to be talking about these things real quick. If y'all can just give me 1 second, I got to help my daughter with something. I'll literally be right back in like less than 2 minutes, y'all. 1 sec. All right, y'all, I'm back. So I apologize for having to step off real quickly. I had to get my daughter straight because she took a late nap. Okay, so but that's fine. As soon as I'm done with the stream, she's going right back to bed. So let me see. Okay, so Lakeisha says, can you link Google Voice to a home phone? I don't think so, Lakeisha. No, a lot of these phone services where you only need one line is usually with a cell phone. Oh, I appreciate that, Chani. I'm glad, since I'm trying to even get these that we do, these business streams, I'm trying to take these to another level, because when we do these, I want y'all to be able to have stuff to go to do. All right, that's why I want to start doing. We do these live streams once a month, but I really have been wanting to pick it up. So, okay, let's get back to it. So, anybody, I want to give a second to ask, does anybody have any more questions about what we were talking about as far as incorporating, becoming an LLC, or like tax IDs? The other thing that I wanted to touch on really quickly is when we're talking about trademarks, patents, and copyrights, okay? So when you're doing stuff, even like what I'm going to talk to y'all about, selling t-shirts or different things like that online, selling stuff, okay? Selling content, selling merchandise. If you want to protect, basically, like, let's say you had a slogan, a work, or art design, or a book, or a work of literature, or anything like that, work of art, those are things that you copyright. You can copyright a lot of things just all in one swoop. You can get a copyright. Copyrights are relatively, you can afford them. They're very affordable for copyrights. Patents are only necessarily, let's say you come up with something that's groundbreaking, something that never exists. For instance, a MacBook is an easy example to use. You have a MacBook. They had a patent for this. That's why nobody else can create MacBooks, okay? Because Apple has that. So those are utility. A lot of times when you're talking about patents, you're talking about $10,000 and up, okay? And we're also talking about very great income opportunities, because if you create a patent, you can create a patent and you can sell the patent. A lot of times, you know, everybody's looking to have businesses to where, oh, I want to have a multi-billion-dollar business is mine. But a lot of times you can make smart decision and investment opportunities to where you create something that you can sell to a multi-million-dollar company. So let's say, for instance, you had a patent that you created for car seats in the car. Let's say you had it to where when people sit in the car, it just warps to their body completely, and the seat changes if they're falling asleep. It adjusts to keep a person awake. Let's say that would be a utility patent. That's something that doesn't exist. So instead of trying to create a car that functions like that, you could just be like, you know what, bump that. I'm going to go to Ford and I'm going to offer them this patent so that they're the only ones that have right to this thing that I created. And whatever you think your patent worth, if you think it's worth $1 billion, $1 million, then you sell a patent and you didn't even have to do a whole business. So I just want to touch on these things to lay seeds for the future, because these are the things that I'm working towards investing in. I'm working towards investing in a patent and things like that now. So I want to lay all these different groundworks for you to have your mind, because as you do business and as you grow, what you're going to see is It's levels. So when you start doing this, then you're going to start doing this, then you're going to start doing this, and it's a natural process. So I want to let y'all know these things so that it's in the back of your head, because you are going to get to a point, especially if you're an entrepreneur, where you're utilizing these things, and it's important to understand the difference. The last thing that I want to talk about is trademarking. So let's say you have a trademark. Even one of my friends did this. So one of my friends called me. They're like, it's this clothing company. I like their message. Let's say their slogan was like, get rich or die trying. That wasn't it. I can't remember. But let's say that was the slogan of the company. What my friend did, they went and bought the trademark because the person who owns the company doesn't have the trademark. They did the research. They don't have the trademark. So what they're doing is buying the trademark, and they're going, and basically, you know what that would do? When my friend has the complete rights to that trademark, the people who have already been selling those t-shirts for whatever amount of years, they might lose the right to do so, because when you get that trademark, it doesn't matter if you was in business and you was saying, I'm, Abraham Hicks for years. If somebody else comes and trademarks that, then that person, you would never be able to use it again. That's why even with some things like celebrities, sometimes a lot of celebrities will have to change their name that they had at first, because they don't own the trademark. It might have been the company that signed them or that owns the trademark to their name. I just filed for a trademark actually on my daughter's birthday. I filed for my first official trademark. You can do trademarks on I want to say, let me see, HTTP I'm putting in the chat. I want to say it's uspto.gov. And I'm going to check that link to make sure that it works really quickly. But if you go to uspto.gov, that's a quick way to that's the right site. That's the quick way to be able to look up trademarks, patents, copyrights, anything that you need to know about it, y'all. This is the site that you want to go to, uspto.gov, okay? And this is important because all of these things that I'm talking about are tied together. I'm not talking about it just to talk about it. We're about to also talk about selling products on Amazon. One opportunity that I'm taking advantage of now that I'm actually setting up my campaigns right now as we speak this week, I'm going to keep y'all updated. It's something that's called Amazon merch. So you can basically sell apparel through Amazon. But when you're doing that merch program, something that you want to be cognizant of is like copyright and trademarks and stuff like that, because you don't want to sell something and jeopardize really an excellent, very lucrative opportunity for a lack of knowledge or a lack of doing the due diligent research. Okay, so when we're talking about trademarks and copyrights, this type of stuff is extremely important. So let's say you have a business, even if it's not that huge, y'all, but you know that it could be catchy, or you have a certain name that you want to trademark. Even like, let me give y'all an example really quickly. So I had to be cognizant of this. When I was creating my apparel for my website, one of the things that I had a collection on there that I had, it was like It's a Boss t-shirts and It's a Boss everything. As soon as something told me, like, it hit me. All of a sudden, like, girl, are you asleep? I bet you there's a trademark on Issa, because that's, I found out what that meant through my little nephew. That's like 21 Savage's thing. Issa, Issa. So I was like, I bet you there's a trademark on that. So I looked it up, and yes, there's a trademark on that. And the trademark protects against other people using Issa on apparel or anything else related to that type of stuff, or music. So you know what would have happened if I was selling all them Issa Boss tees on Pretty Boss TV and I didn't realize it before I started promoting the site? Then I could get sued for that. You see what I'm saying? I don't have legal rights to do that. They could sue me for everything I had. Let's say Pretty Boss TV, let's say Pretty God Tees was to blow up, and it's, making, hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. Even let's say it's a multi-million-dollar industry, and they come back and they're like, oh, you were selling It's a Boss tees, we need our cut. They would have a very strong legal case because they own that trademark. So that's why things like that are important. So exactly, sis Tori. So that's what I'm saying. Like, let's say I went on Amazon and I made It's a Boss tees because it's catchy and it's a thing. Then all of a sudden my Amazon account gets shut down because I didn't realize there was a trademark. So I wanted to say that because that's why these things are important. You want to make sure that you take the necessary steps so that when you are successful in the long run, you don't have to worry about any shortcuts that you take coming back that I'm using right now. Before we move on to the next topic, questions you have. Also, let me know if you don't have a website and if you want to have a website, because there's different types of advice I got to give y'all as far as websites are concerned. So just kind of let me know, and I'm trying to look in my email real quick to give the email to who I went through to file my trademark, because again, When we're talking about filing trademarks, that's another thing. You want to do a comprehensive search, because after you file for your trademark, it can be very expensive if it's not approved. A trademark, the flat out cost for a trademark is $275. If you go through somebody else to file it, then you have to pay them a fee to file it. So I think when I ended up filing for my trademark, out of pocket that first day, I think I ended up paying like 100. It was 100 and something, like under $200 for their service and whatever add-ons that I felt like was necessary, like for a comprehensive search. Then when they actually are filing it, so now that they're filing it, they charge the $275. You see what I'm saying? But I'm gonna give y'all the site that I went on, and I use this site. Also, you can use LegalZoom as well. Don't get me wrong. You can use LegalZoom, but I believe that the site that I use is cheaper than LegalZoom. That's why I use them. You see what I'm saying? So just 1 second again, y'all. Let me go to my Pretty Guy Tees account. And I'm so glad y'all are here, y'all, because like I said, I want to do these. I really have been wanting to do these twice a month, these types of live streams, these business lives. So hopefully we can get that popping this month. But again, we do these at least once a month. So again, just 1 second. I can never remember the names of these sites off the top of my head, like, because there's just so many of these new websites now that makes life so much easier. So 1 second. I'm having to log in from this next computer. But while I'm looking this up, we'll go ahead and start talking about creating websites. So one thing about creating websites is I want to say that websites are important because you want to have a landing page for your audience. A website is important because let's say your Instagram page gets shut down because somebody flags it. Your YouTube channel gets shut down because somebody does something nefarious or temporarily disabled. Your Facebook gets blocked. You get put in Facebook jail. These are why social networks are not reliable. When you own your own domain name, nobody can shut that down. Not unless you have serious hackers or the government or something like that, but still, that's rare. So that's why I'm saying websites are important. Now, depending on what you have your website for, that's the key. And that's what we're going to get into discussing tonight, okay? Not only do you want to have a website, but you want to have, hold on, y'all, just 1 sec. I feel like I keep clicking on the wrong stuff. I just keep maybe it's Pretty Boss TV. I added the wrong account. I got too many emails, y'all. But you want to ask yourself, okay, so what do I want people to do when they come to my website? And before you ask yourself what do you want people to do, you also want to always have in mind, and one of my friends tried to tell me this. I'm actually going to have one of my friends, long-term friend, come. We're going to be doing a collab, y'all. Y'all don't know who he is. He has a book that he wrote years ago called The Sex Symbol Diet. Now he's married. And he has a podcast called Relationships and Chill. Me and him was talking, and I have so much to share. You know, he's tapped in. I'm like, and I was telling him, like, I appreciate everything that you've done. Don't think that I forgot. I know that my stuff is blowing up and all that type of stuff now, but he used to always put me on stuff. He was like the person who put me on Fiverr years ago. He was the person who put me on Udemy. He was the person who put me on understanding why to have a website and how to monetize your site. He was the first one I ever heard tell me about Amazon affiliate program. And this was years ago before I was even thinking about that. Back then, I was just like, I want to have a website, KendraJustine.com. That's my website. That's how I was. But he was trying to put me on the business aspect of it. And that's what we're going to be talking about in a second. So just 1 second, y'all. I'm so sorry about this. I feel like it's because I'm not logged on to anything on this other laptop, because I usually use this other laptop for live streaming. And you know, now that I'm thinking about it, I might be able to show y'all some things, some screen shares on here. Because I'm on the laptop that I wasn't sure if it was gonna work, but it is working. So I might be able to do some screen share and show y'all some quick tutorials. But anyway, since I'm gonna send you the website to where I got my trademark, I can't find it. I'm sorry. I'll put that in the upload video because I feel like I'm wasting so much time. And I can't find it. So let me just move on. I know a lot of people might have other things to do, and I know we started the live late. So, okay. All right. So anyways, let me see what I missed. Okay. So I'm seeing some great stuff. So Chani says, I want to switch my website host. I pay $20 a month for Wix. Okay, Chani. So my question for you, and again, I'm going to try to do this, and we might be able to do a Google Hangouts after. I'm going to ask y'all when we're done with this if y'all are interested, and we could probably do a quick Google Hangouts for like 30 minutes for those of you who need to go back and forth with like personal questions so we could just talk. But I use iPage, Chani. What are you using your website for? Right now, if I go on your website, what can I do? Can I buy something? Can I find out about your service? How often are people using your site? Is it worth you paying? Are you making at least, you know what I'm saying, like, what's going on with that? You can buy a domain name itself and pay like, you know, $20 for the whole year for a domain name. All right. So if you're using a host, that's actually that's not bad for a hosting site. But my question would be, is it allowing you to do what you're trying to do? Peace, Bernadette Jackson, sis. Just seeing you in the chat. No, I didn't see your other question about DBAs, Chani. Can you please re-ask it? I'm not sure. If I think I had caught it. All right. Okay, so I see Darian says she got to go. Oh, okay, good night. But I think I answered Darian's question, so that's cool. All right. And I know it's getting late, so I'm going to try. I want to run through all this type of stuff. But like I said, China, if you had another question about the DBA, let me know. And then also let me know about Wix. So let's talk about websites, y'all. When we're talking about getting a host, like I always tell y'all, if you're just looking for WordPress, let me explain what WordPress is. So if you don't understand anything about websites, back in the day, I've always said this story before. One of the first things that I did when I was a kid, I taught myself how to code websites. So what I used to do is make them from scratch. HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Nowadays, you have to know, guess how much code you have to know? 0%. You need to know no coding in order to do websites, which is completely miraculous. I was just telling my mom, there are so many things that people can do business-wise today online that people don't even know that they can do just because they don't know it's so easy to do now because they don't have the updated knowledge. Back in the day, you had to know how to code. Now, I'm telling you as a person who went through years of coding, but it doesn't kill me because I used to love to code. I don't even have to know how to code because it's just like on your cell phone, there's an app for everything. Think about WordPress. Think about Shopify, which are the two main platforms that I'm going to talk about, which also serves as hosting sites as the same type of thing. Okay, so when we're talking as something where you can have apps, so just like you can have a million cell phones on your apps to do everything, there's an app for everything. You can also have an app for everything on your WordPress. So somewhere that you can find WordPress, the reason I always recommend iPage.com is because you can buy your domain name through iPage.com. You can pay $20 a month, not a month, excuse me. If you buy a domain name through iPage, you pay basically $20 for that year. If you was to get a host, which you would need to get iPage as your host, you have to pay a premium. So let me see if I can do a screen share with y'all because today my computer's not acting up. So I think I can start doing some screen shares. I want to show y'all something right quick. All right, and I'm also going to put it in the chat. So let me do this right quick. This is iPage.com. That's for the hosting site. All right, I highly recommend them. I've been with iPage since 2010. No complaints. Any issues that I had in the past, they fixed within less than 24 hours. And I literally haven't had any issues over the past few years because they're getting better because the site's getting older and older. So I'm going to do a screen share real quick to show y'all the iPage site. Let me see. All right. So here you can see this is iPage.com, y'all. All right. And with iPage.com, look at this. You have a special intro offer for $1.99 per month. Now, as you see, this is usually $7.99 per month. So, and again, is there anybody in the chat who wants a website but don't have one? Because if that's the case, if there's anybody who wants a website and doesn't have one, press 1, and there's something that I can show y'all really quick. Or like Chani said, if you have a website but you want to convert to another one, I'm going to show you iPage. So iPage is a host. If you look up here where it says in the pink bar at the top, 75% off hosting and free domain registration. So if you was to get with them, look at this. This is everything that you get. Free domain, thousands of free templates, free email, free 24/7 support, which is true and it's really good customer service. They have a chat and they have a phone 24 hours. Drag and drop site builder, free marketing tools, 30-day money back guarantee, and free domain transfer. So this free domain transfer means that, let's say that you have your host with GoDaddy. When I got angelsperfect.com, I got that through GoDaddy and I wanted to transfer. So I transferred it, and now even though I bought my host through GoDaddy, I transferred it to iPage. Okay, so let's click on it. Let's act like, you know what, oh my gosh, I'm ready to start my website. I want to show you how easy this is real quick. So let's click on get started now. All right, so get started now. This is going to show you everything. Let's say y'all are like, you know what, I want to start hoopaloompa.com. All right, so you do your search. Okay, this is going to show you the results. Let's say hoopaloompa.com wasn't available. It'll give you a whole bunch of other options to choose from, but Hoopaloompa is available. So we're like, boom, yes. So we choose hoopaloompa.com. All right, now check this out. This is the key. When you do this, this is how you save with hosting. All right, check this out. I feel like just getting a whole new hosting account myself. All right, 3 years of web hosting for $1.99 per month. So that means right now your current total for 3 years of web hosting is $71.64. But let's continue, because of course there's other things that you need to add. All right, so let's say you want to add privacy. Right here you see where it says protect your identity, domain privacy, $9.99 per year. This is very worth it. Domain privacy is basically this. Let's say you don't put domain privacy. When somebody looks up hoopaloompa.com, if you don't put domain privacy, whatever information that you have on your iPage account when you bought this product is going to be public information. So let's say you bought it under, let's say your name is Chani Carroll. You bought this under Chani Carroll, and your address is 5000 Pittsburgh Lane, right? So if you don't get the domain privacy, when somebody looks up hoopla.com, they pull up all your information, your phone number, your name, and your address. Okay, so that's what domain privacy is for. So again, those are one of the things that I recommend adding. Let's look at these other things they're trying to sell us. Website security, you can get that, but you don't need that. So let's check that off. Well, Kendra, what you mean I don't need website security? Because WordPress has free website security apps. Remember, you need no coding to do this. So look, maybe, but I don't really feel like being all that $35 extra right now, so we're going to take that off. And you know what? I can take that off because guess what? WordPress, again, has apps for that. And you can also do it yourself. This is just offering a service in case you don't know how to. There's tutorials for that. All right. So, then this, so, all right. And then this, another thing you can add is the SSL. That's up to you. If you're selling products, that might be a good thing to add to your site. And that's basically it. So this thing right here that says all-in-one bundle WordPress optimization, this is new. This was never here when I was doing my site. This was already included. So it says it includes themes and plugins, automatic malware detection and removal, customized control panel, WordPress experts, and support. Now, this one I would say is optional. Okay, so let's say hypothetically you need to add that. Then it still only takes your price to $117. The reason I say this might not be optional is because when I got iPage back in the day, WordPress is already included. So I'm not sure if this is talking about the standard WordPress or if this $36 extra is for all the extra stuff they're talking about, like the customer support and all that. So anyways, let's say, boom, let's add WordPress for, you know, just for argument's sake. And then boom. So you'll fill out your information, y'all, and look at the total. That's it. I took y'all to the end of buying it. Look at the total. This is if you added that extra. If you take the WordPress optimization off, you're under $100 for your own website. For how long? For 3 years. All right? That includes also your domain name. So look at all of that. All right? And if you, like I said, if you already had a domain name, then you can just get the hosting thing and you can transfer it. And since you're getting a free domain when you sign up today, why not just create a new domain even if you already have one, because you can have multiple domain names under the same host. I have like 12 websites under my iPage host. Okay? So, I'm hoping this is helpful, y'all. I'm seeing some people in the chat says I thought WordPress was for bloggers. Y'all, let me tell you about it. That's what you would think. Let me get back to the screen so I can see y'all. That's what you would think that WordPress are for bloggers, but WordPress is for building websites. That's what I used to think too. With WordPress, you can also create a shopping site. You can create any type of website that you want with WordPress. One of the things that I love about WordPress is it's a pretty secure platform. Now, people can hack in there, but it's pretty secure. When you build your website through WordPress, which I'll be doing another tutorial. Actually, I'm creating a course on Teachable.com to teach you how to do your own WordPress site. But for those of y'all who are already on Patreon, y'all getting that, period. I'm going to be doing videos behind the scenes. But I'm also going to have a comprehensive course to where people could just pay that one-time price and know everything that they need to know to make their website. I'm going to have it broken down into categories. Like, okay, if you want to add a shopping site, how to do it, such and such. But with WordPress, y'all, you can do everything. You can have a gallery, portfolio, video galleries, and there's apps for this type of stuff. If you wanted to get a template for your website, you want your website to be jumping, template. I told y'all, let me show y'all real quickly again. Let me go back to the screen share. So we're talking about, let's go to PrettyBossTV.com, which I hope PrettyBossTV.com is decent, y'all, because I haven't even been on PrettyBossTV.com in a minute. But I need to update my site, you know. But let's go to PrettyBossTV.com. So check it out. Y'all said that now I do blog on here. There are things on here that's blogging. But when you look on Pretty Boss TV, guess what? This was created through WordPress. And guess what? I paid for this template. There are several free templates that you could use. This template was like $99, okay? And I love it. And you can customize it in so many ways. It's a drag and drop template. All right, I have mine this way, but I can also have products that I sell on here. It's not just for bloggers. You can create any type of website. Now, one thing, and I just wanted to show y'all that to be like, when you go on there, that's all the theme. I did 0% coding to create this website right here. The only thing I did was create my graphics. And like I said, if you can't create graphics or don't know how, you can always go to Fiverr.com and get very affordable graphic work, okay, that you're looking for. All right, so I just wanted to say that. The next thing that I want to talk about is Shopify. And I've been y'all, I'm kind of behind on the videos because there was a lot that I had to say about Shopify and Amazon. But I wanted to do a few things first so that I can troubleshoot with y'all in case y'all had any questions. So let me know if that, one thing that I wanted to say about y'all, hold on, let me see. Callie Peach says, how can we get a business email, not a Google, Yahoo, etc., but a more professional email? Callie Peach, guess what, honey? Great question. This is why I love y'all, because y'all are just brilliant, dope, and bomb. Y'all ask the best questions. You get it with iPage. You sign up for iPage, you get a free email. So I could have an email that was like info@prettygodtees.com, but you know, I'm kind of used to using the Gmail because you kind of gotta. But you can still set up. It's easy to log in. But let's say like when I did Angels Perfect Photography, my Angels Perfect email, even till now for my PayPal, is kb@angelsperfect. That's an email that you can have right in iPage for free. And guess what? You can have multiple emails. So not only can you have an email from your website that looks professional, but let's say you hire your sister or you hire your cousin and you want them to have their own email as well under your website. Then you can make multiple emails under your own website address with iPage, okay? Tiffany, no, I did not see your question about banners. What's the question about banners, Tiffany? Peace, Kayla. I'm so glad you're in here, and I'm glad this is helpful. And somebody says, so you can use WordPress apps on iPage. Yes, you can. All right, so I'm still waiting for your question, Tiffany, to ask it again about the banners. So let me know. Peace, Pressy's in the building. I'm happy you're here, sis. We're talking about business today, girl. We getting it in. We're doing tutorials and everything. So peace, sis. Glad you're here. We getting it. I'm glad all the bosses need to be in the building right now, because even at the end of this stream, we're gonna talk about I want all of us to take all of our businesses to the next level, which we're gonna get into that. So okay, so Tiffany says, if I want a banner like yours on my page of me meditating, will I have to go to a photographer? If you want to, you know, or you can do it yourself. Now, it's hard for me to ask that question because I'm biased, because I am a photographer. So, of course, everything that y'all see me do, I have an advantage that I can do all the stuff by myself, because I do my own photos. Even though I've been wanting to go to another professional, so that I can get somebody else to shoot me from a different perspective. But you know, like I said, I do that. But you don't have to go to a photographer, y'all. These cell phones are great. You can mess around. Where's my little tripod? I got to get a bigger tripod. But I got this little mini cell phone tripod from Amazon. You can get this, fold this up, put this on a big tripod, put your camera right there. You got some 1080p pics, take a picture, and you can edit this stuff, y'all. They got apps. There's apps for everything. I'm not even sure if you need to know how to Photoshop anymore. Like I said, I know how to Photoshop, but you got to remember all these apps. Even these picture editing apps, you can edit this stuff just from your cell phone. That's why I'm like, y'all, the way that the world is now, I would have cried when I was 13. Like, if all these opportunities were available when I was 13, y'all, I would have been doing this stuff. There's no excuse. It's easy to do everything. You don't even need the skills that I needed to have 10 years ago. You see? So you can use your cell phone, get creative. You can take a nice picture of yourself meditating, get the light, get this little tripod off Amazon. These things are really inexpensive. You know, it has also a remote to it too. It's in my purse though. But you take a picture of yourself meditating with that remote. Matter of fact, y'all know this. I'm probably going to do a tutorial like this because this will be a fun tutorial. But I'm going to show you how to do your own self-portraiture. Okay, I will show you how easy it is to do your own photos and make your stuff look dope. Simply, okay? And so Tiffany says, how do they make the graphics clear for blowing it up? No, Tiffany, when you have a cell phone like this cell phone I have, this can shoot videos, and like I believe this one can shoot in 4K. No, not 4K, but it definitely plays back. Put it like this is over 1080p, so you get very high resolution. Like a lot of times I'll take pictures on my cell phone and upload them to my computer, and the resolution is extraordinary, crazy. I can't even send myself more than like 3 pictures to my email because the file size is too big. So you can get some real good resolution with your cell phone. And I'm glad y'all said that because I'm about to I was talking to one of my friends, the one who has the Relationships and Chill podcast, and he's always asking me about cameras and stuff. And I told him, I said, why you playing? I'm going to the cell phone while everybody's trying to get a Canon and a Nikon, which are good. I love those cameras. But when you're talking about doing stuff online, y'all, we live in a different day and age. You got to get back into your creativity like when we was kids. You remember when we used to be on social networks back in the day, and you'll do stuff or take your selfies and do stuff and use different apps to make your pictures look cute. That's the same thing now. You just want to be creative. It's about everything doesn't have to be crisp professional from the get-go. All it needs to do is serve your audience. So to make a long story short, not to get off topic, but my video that I'm working on a promo video, and guess what I'm using? My cell phone. Is going to be a cell phone project, and I guarantee you I'm going to be able to do cooler stuff with my cell phone than I can do with my camera and with iMovie. You know why? Because it's all about creativity. So you can do it without that. Shalom Temple Care says how to edit videos. Since I have to do a whole nother video on that. Okay, but we will talk about that, and I'll write that down as a video request. Any future video requests, I'll write down how to edit videos. I can do a quick, probably like 10-20 minute tutorial to show y'all how to edit videos. And matter of fact, like how we're doing this live and I just did the screen share, I can come back this week and do a quick tutorial on how to edit videos. I can show y'all basics that you need to know in 30 minutes, and you can edit any video from a basic level. Okay, so I do have that coming up. All right. Exactly, Chakra Goddess. Use the mess out of those filters. And that's what people are so responsive to. Don't try to... The thing about business, I remember I used to want to compete with the companies like Sears or JCPenney. You want to be as professional as them and look like them. But these people have multi-billion-dollar budgets. They have people. They don't have to worry about how to market. They have teams that do this type of stuff. When you're doing it on your own, work with what you've got. We live in such abundant society. There are so many micro niches and so many micro audiences that your audience will appreciate it. Just put your best foot forth. Okay, it doesn't have to be A-grade material. Hold on, Sequoia's in the building. Sequoia, sis, I'm so happy you're here. Okay, sis, so you want to know how to edit videos. I'm glad you said it's you because I didn't know that was you, Sequoia. I'm so glad you made it here. And if you have any questions, sis, again, I think I touched on one of your questions earlier. Let me go back. Since I just saw you pop up, I want to make sure I do answer your question. Sequoia, so let's hop, y'all. We're going to get back. Stick with me. We're going to get right back to Shopify, okay? I want to take a quick deviation to talk about Sequoia's question. Sequoia says, I have natural products businesses and the other one is body waxing, but I want to open a salon with my cosmetology license, all right? Oh, okay, so your question was how to make your business lucrative. You need marketing ideas, ways to maximize and merchandise each business, even making one a nonprofit. So we'll talk about nonprofits on another video. That's something that I'm literally working on right now because I'm kind of thinking if I want to do a nonprofit or not. So we're going to talk about that on the next video. Prissy said not Sears, ain't it? So when we're talking about Sequoia, since you're in here, I want you to be responsive with the chat so that I can talk to you directly as well. And again, anybody else, if y'all can relate to this, you're going to want to listen, because I know I don't see LaTroya in here, but LaTroya asked me a couple of weeks ago to talk about how to market online. So I want to know, sis, what have you done? And, you know, just honestly, what's the level of your business? Do you have any clients, or are you just starting out? You see what I'm saying? Or do you have clients but they haven't been paid, like haven't been practiced? Like, because I know, like, when I did photography, I did like free stuff for like a year. I was doing like family and friends, excuse me, for like a year, and before I even started with the, you know, profitability. So I want to ask that question just to see where you're at. Excuse me, y'all, I'm tripping. So that I can give you the right type of advice. Okay, and then Kristen says she's just starting out. Okay, so great. So I'll give advice about starting out. Okay, perfect. So perfect, ladies. Tiffany, if you're just starting out, okay, so Sequoia says she has to start out and move to Georgia. Everybody's coming to Georgia. We the pretty boss. I'm telling y'all, something's happening in Georgia, y'all. We might just all blow up down here when we come together. So when we're talking about marketing and how to be lucrative, the first thing that I would say is to make sure that you would want your product. Because a lot of times people aren't successful with their businesses, but you have to make sure somebody would want your product. That sounds so simple, but people miss that step. Because, see, just because you're excited about something because you created it doesn't mean that everybody else is going to be excited about it. And that's one of, like, I know when I was a newbie in business, oh my goodness, that's how I was. I just thought just because I created it, it was gold. Just because I had an AP logo that I spent 5 hours on a day or 3 days on, maybe probably like a week on, I thought everybody should just love the logo and they were just going to come to me because my logo was fire. But you have to have things that people, content is king. So make sure, first and foremost, before I even, because I got more to share about this, but before we even get into talk about marketing, make sure that your content is A1. Make sure that you would want it. Like, would you buy it? Ask yourself that question. If you didn't know who you were, if you didn't know nothing that you know, would you buy it? And that's twofold. That's a question for, is it actually a good product? Kind of. Because sometimes you don't even need a good product to sell it. That's another story. But is it a product that at least sounds to be a good product from what you're saying that it is? All right. And then also, I hate when I lose my train of thoughts, y'all. Let me see. Okay, Chani says that's where I'm stuck. Content, so I'm so happy. Peace, Sabora. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen Sabora in a minute. Peace, sis. So are you in the Facebook group, Sabora? If not, I need to add you to the Facebook group. So content, okay. And then the other side, what I was gonna say, the other side to that question is if it's good enough, is not even necessarily about the product itself, but if you saw your advertisement, would you know, excuse my lack of better words, what the heck you were talking about? Like, would you know? That's the key, because a lot of times people will put a banner up, or even like Sequoia, when you put the business card that you had, which were beautiful, by the way. But when you put the business card, and I was like, pick one thing. Don't say, and this is not what Sequoia did, I'm just throwing stuff out there. Don't say I'm a massage therapist, intuitive, and I create websites, and I'm a holistic naturalist healer. You want to pick one thing. Now, if you want to say you do two different things, use one side of the business card for one thing and then the other side for another. But the reason I say that is because you got to think of people's attention spans, y'all. You got 2 seconds. When you're talking about somebody looking at something and looking away, that's as quick as advertising is. Think about how many advertisements we're flooded with every day and some products you still haven't touched. All right. So, and these are people who put millions of dollars into advertising. We don't have millions of dollars. So even worse, we have to be on point that when somebody sees our advertisement, first of all, are you even going to stop and look at it? Are you going to stop? And then when you stop and look at it, do you know what the hell it's talking about? Do you know specifically what's going to happen if you click on that product? And I know this sounds basic, but these are basic things. Even a lot of times when I see novices, people trying to sell stuff online. What are you selling? You have to be clear. And I spoke about this before. Sometimes it's not even about the product you're selling. You have to sell. You don't want to tell people, I'm selling you a tripod because it's the best. Now, sometimes that is the key. If you're selling electronics or certain things, then you do want to have, you want to have that. You want to have the specifications. You want your specs to be better. But most of the time when we're talking about business, if I'm saying that I'm the best photographer, how can I prove that? I can't prove that. So I'm not going to sell people based on the fact that I'm the best photographer ever. I have all the experience in the game. I'm going to sell them based off, if you come to me, I guarantee you're going to have a strong portfolio that's going to put you in the hands of clients, that's going to get you jobs. If you come to me, I'm going to make sure that you take the photos that you need, that's going to get you the job. You're going to have the photos that you need that's going to get you to the second casting call. You're going to have the photos that you need that portrays your image. I'm going to help them to, when they see your pictures, they know exactly your archetype, your character type, or your so that's what I sell to people. I don't sell them on the fact that I'm the best, I'm the Photoshop queen. Like, I don't sell them on that. You sell people what you're going to do for them. Anytime we're talking about business, and even when we're talking about products, if we're talking about marketing, you don't want to have, let's say you're selling Avion water. But I could be like, y'all come check out my Avion water. It's really good, y'all. It's dope. You know, it's nice Avion water. It's the best water from here, this and that. But if I say, you know, y'all, I got this Avion water. When I tell you, this Avion water will change your life. I drank this Avion water last night, and this happened. Every single person that drinks this Avion water, these are the things that happen. You're going to have a better this. You're going to have a better that. Do you know why it's worth the investment? Because when you invest in this Avion water, down the line, you're going to save on health costs. You're going to save on this. You promote what you're selling that person. So whether you're doing this verbally or whether you're doing this on paper or on a banner or a flyer, you want them to know what is it that you're doing for them. As consumers, we're selfish. Nobody out here, not a lot of people, now there is a lot of money out here, but most consumers, 90% of the population, do not have money to throw away. People aren't just like, you know what, I like her. Just because I like her, just because she's cute, just because she's black, I'm going to buy her stuff. Some people will, but the majority of people are not going to shop with you because of that. They're going to shop with you because you have something that they feel is a value and they need it. So, first and foremost, that's key. Johnny, when I see you again, I got you, girl. And then, so, okay, so that's one thing. So, again, content. And also not only having content, but making sure that when you get your promo material together, people know what it is. I always recommend y'all, a lot of times when I'm on social media, I'm not on social media to see what Kim Kardashian was doing or to see what my Aunt TT was up to last night. I'm on social media looking at these advertisements that pop up on Instagram. Because when I see the advertisements pop up and I see how many likes and shares they got, and then I pay attention to the actual ad, I take notes. This advertisement didn't have too many pictures. This advertisement, this, and that. This advertisement used these types of colors. Let me see what they typed in their description. Oh, they have a call to action. Go to this website. Go do this. So it's all about that. A lot of the things that I've learned about marketing, y'all, is simply from paying attention. Pay attention to what catches your attention. If it caught your attention, maybe there's a formula there that you can implement into yours. You don't have to copy exactly what they did, but you can take those same elements and apply them. And especially not to say they're related to the same field. If you see, like, I'm looking for something to show y'all because, and I think I might have saved it. Matter of fact, let me go to my saved post. But it's a product that I saw in here, and I just thought it was so dope, and I saved it. Not even necessarily because I'm going to get the product, but I think that the advertisement is just so dope. And I saved it because I'm like, who wouldn't click on that? I don't know if y'all can see that, but look at this. I don't know if y'all ever seen this. Maybe y'all have. But this is like an Instagram ad, all right? And this is Soulji Energy, all right? And I saved this one. Check that out. Who wouldn't click on that if you're into crystals and spirituality? That advertisement is nothing but a good picture. You see? But you'll stop. So for me, I was like, what made me stop? The picture is beautiful. First of all, she's on the beach, you know? So tapping into the subconscious mind, when you look at this picture, you're already associating yourself with having those vibes, those ocean vibes. Everybody feels good on the beach. So you see this product, you're automatically associating the product with being on the beach, with purity, with abundance, You see what I'm saying? And then if you look on it, the first thing that it says, restocks are live on the site now. Click shop now. They have a call to action. So another thing about when you're trying to promote your stuff or sell products online, you want to have a call to action. Back in the day, I sucked at that. I never had a call to action. What is a call to action? Instead of just saying, oh, look, here's a dope video on YouTube, right? Or here, check out this product that I have. What you want to say is, click here to shop for all of my products on PrettyGodTees.com. Call to action with anything that you do. Even if you don't have a call to action, the call to action should be, okay, write a comment. What do you have? Something. You should have them do something with any type of advertisement you put out. Another thing that I want to talk about with advertising is that you can pay. I did a sponsored advertisement. Let me see if I can add that, because I actually saved that, y'all. That advertisement, I did that advertisement just so that not just for y'all, but I did it as experimental because I wanted to talk about this on here. So this is an advertisement that I had, right? I did a promotion on Instagram with the Kali crop top, okay? The call to action is it takes them directly to my website. Now the promotion is over, but I did a $30 promotion for 6 days. So for 6 days I did a promotion. This was my picture. And again, I had my call to action. Pretty Boss Tees are now available online. Click the link in the bio to visit the gift shop. So see, these are things that you see all the time, but y'all aren't putting the connection like, why am I buying? Start paying attention to what makes you buy. You'll become the best seller. If you can sell to yourself, you can sell to anybody. That's the key, okay? Gem. All right, so let me click on the view insights. So I spent $30. Let's see what I got out of it. Now, again, if I ran this longer, or if I used a different picture this time for the advertisement, it would be better. But for my first promotion, I spent $30, and this is what I got. I got 19 promotion clicks. So that means people clicked on the picture. Other people from my own following, but from the people who I paid for, only 19 people clicked. Okay, 65% of the website views came from the website promotion, and I got sales the first day. I've been getting sales on the website, and then it says 51% of the 45% of the profile. 51% of the profile views came from the promotion. However, how many is 65%? So from the promotion, 29 people visited my website for $30. So if I break this down, if I'm like, okay, really, it's about how much do you have to pay to convert on sales. But since I'm still in the experimental phase, because I'm going to do another promotion and I'm going to change a few factors until I get a good promotion that sticks. Because again, if you have a great promotion, people are going to click on it. So if people aren't clicking on your stuff, that means you got to do better. That's what I tell myself. Well, your promotion wasn't good enough. Do another one until you get it to work. So 45 people, 29 people visited the site. So if we think about it, I was trying to get people to go to the site. So I could think I paid on average $1 per person to go to the site. So you could think about me as going, okay, I'll pay you $1 to visit my site. Basically, that's what happened here because 29 people visited. It reached 7,000 people total. 75% of the people weren't following me, and 28% came from the impressions. Okay, so again, that was $30 over 6 days. You can adjust your budget to be longer, and the only thing about when I did the campaign on here, it didn't allow me to like adjust it after it already went live. Like you can't edit it. So make sure that your promotion is how you want it to be. It shows you the demographics, the percentage of women and men. It shows you the age ranges and top locations. Another thing, Prissy, I know that you sell stuff online. So if like for instance, let's say you wanted to promote your stuff, even if you're not promoting your stuff. Another thing for people who sell stuff online, y'all can see I have a business profile. I highly recommend getting a business profile because you get access to the analytics, which is what you need to be successful in anything. Anything that I'm doing with YouTube, like even for YouTube, I can look at my analytics and see which videos are performing well. You know what the analytics tell me? It tells me what to do more of. You know what else the analytics tell me? It tells me what the demographics of my audience looks like. So just like how we talk about people phishing data and giving away exclusive private data, we also have benefits of that same data that's being stolen because that's how we're able to get insights. That's how we're able to get analytics, and these analytics change everything. When you pay attention to your analytics and you see, okay, even for me, when I do a post, a regular post, I'm able to see Like, for instance, this picture was one that I posted the other day. So if I click on view insights, because I have a business profile, now I can see it only got 527 clicks, but how many people did it reach? Likes, it reached 2,600 and something people. 64 people visited my profile for the first time because of that picture. It got 4 saves and such and such. So it tells you, you can see like, oh, when I post videos, that gets more interaction. When I posted this type of picture, it gets more. So it helps you to know what's working and what not. It gives you something tangible to work with. So one way, with all that being said, promotion. I do believe in paying for advertisements. But again, whatever you put in is what you're going to get out. And again, it's also about trial and error. So I'm going to try another promotion. Next time the Collie one did okay, but I might try another t-shirt, or I might use something that sold really good. Or let's say if it's the new moon, I'm going to do a promotion for this new moon t-shirt on Instagram when it's time for the new moon. And I bet you that's going to get more clicks just because it's timely as well. So these are all things that you want to take into account when you're doing promotions. Facebook has the same type of promotion or activity. YouTube, that's the next thing that I'm going to do. It's a few things that I need to get in line as far as commercials and a few other things that I need for Pretty Boss TV. After those things are in place, I'm going to start paying for YouTube advertisements. People think that you got to spend mad money. These advertisements are relatively cheap compared to the value that you're getting from them. Okay, it's not like back in the day where you got to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to be on TV or thousands of dollars to be on the radio. You can pay to be on Instagram and YouTube advertising for a really good price and attract people. Okay, so those are things. All right. Let me see if I see anything. So again, y'all, if y'all have any questions about anything that I said, let me know. And Sis Sequoia, let me know if that helps, if that answers your question. If you still have questions on that topic, please ask it again. I just want to continue to keep it moving, but please ask again and I'll go back and give any more clarity on that. Okay, but that's the main thing, making your business more lucrative. Another thing that I want to say about it is, when you're selling, which we're going to talk about marketing online, so that's what we're talking about now, okay? You can reach people who already have numbers. So let's say this, because y'all could be like, okay, Mrs. Pretty Boss, you got all these thousands of subscribers, so of course if you put something on your Instagram page, it's going to sell. Okay, that's true, and it took, you know, I did the work to build up to that point. So it's like, well, I don't have that, Pretty Boss, so bump all that you're talking about. Well, let me say this. If you don't have the numbers, because remember, everything is all about, this book is what we're going to be talking about on Patreon this week. It's a children's book called Something from Nothing. All right, this is the concept of this week. Even we talked about the Red Paper Clip. It's one of my favorite childhood books, Something from Nothing. So with that being said, it's not about what you don't have. It's about using what you got. So let's say that you're one of the people that's like, well, I don't have Pretty Boss numbers. I don't have this person numbers. I don't have Infinite Waters numbers. What you do is you contact somebody with numbers. Okay, I said this before, but this is key because this is how you're going to sell. I cannot tell y'all how many people have sold multiple products just because I gave them a shout out or because I put their product on a YouTube video and they're getting many sales, and not only in the short run, but over the long term. The first hair campaign that I did for somebody was like, I only had like 5,000 YouTube subscribers back then. I charged her like $50 back then because that was my very first one to do a hair campaign. Now I think both of the hair videos I did for her has 50,000 views. That means she's still getting sales from something I did 3 years ago that she only paid $50 for. So even if you pay somebody, let's say you pay a smaller YouTuber because the bigger YouTubers are going to charge more. You have people who paying $200, $500, $1,000 for a YouTuber to promote their product on their page, depending on how many subs you got. You see what I'm saying? So let's say that you don't have a budget for somebody with 50 or 100,000 or 200 or 1,000,000 subscribers. You can hit up somebody with 1,000 strong subscribers who's engaged in their content, or 5,000 strong subscribers, and probably pay them $25 or $50. And now you got these sales coming in the short term and the long run. You can also do this on Instagram. If you're selling holistic teas, find one of those sites that they have a website. They have many people who make money like this. So they'll have a site of a person who they put all the holistic people on their website, and you can basically promote your stuff. So let's say you have a waist trainer person who all they do is promote waist trainers from different companies. Then you find them like, oh, they have 225K subscribers on Instagram, good interaction. I'm going to pay them $25 for a day or $50 for the week for them to put my product on their page so that I can get sales. That's what you do when you're talking about promoting. You got to pay. You got to give to get. one of the best ways to promote is to give stuff away. And it's not even about necessarily just because you're doing that, but as we know, that's why I love having this group, because I can also talk from a spiritual perspective. What you give is what you get. I didn't start making money truly in business until I started to truly invest accurately and give what I perceive as more value than what's being charged. You see what I'm saying? So that's how you market yourself. That's how you become lucrative. Focus on your content. If you feel like it's not selling, make it better. You see what I'm saying? Make sure that you're saying authentic. Make sure that it has your own spin on it. You see? Your own authentic voice, even in your brand and your label and your packaging. So let me know again, Sequoia. Okay, I'm glad that helps, because I just saw that. Prissy says I suck at YouTube. What you mean you suck at YouTube? And we still got to get back into doing YouTube, because I'm expecting more channels to be popping. There's no need for us to be having all these pretty bosses and we don't have a whole bunch of channels. So I'm still waiting on some of y'all pretty bosses channels to get up so we can get this thing swigging and jigging, okay? So the next thing I want to talk about is selling products on Amazon. So this is key, all right? There are many different things that you can do on Amazon. I'm going to talk about the 3 main ones. Amazon affiliate is the first program I use to start making money online. So while I'm talking about Amazon affiliate, let me just go ahead and get the link so I can write that. And I'm writing this down because I got to do the recap. But when you have, so let's say, wait, why is this doing this? So let's say that you're talking about let's say you have a product, right? A page or a YouTube channel. Like, for instance, Kayla, she did a video with the Dream Teas. So she had herbs that she was recommending to buy, where you can buy it on Amazon. Instead of Kayla just being like, click the link and buy it, Kayla can be like, you know what? I'm going to put my affiliate link, which here's the website right here. I'm about to put the full website in the chat, y'all. Just give me a second. Kayla could be like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put the affiliate link so that every single time they click on mugwort or any other herb that's in my description, I get a cut. Now, for some people, you might be thinking, well, I don't have any subscribers. I'm not going to make money. I don't want to make cents on the dollar. Let me cut that. Anybody who's here and you're serious about making money, remember that rich people don't walk over pennies. So anytime you're talking about making money, you have to understand that even $1 million, the most basic foundation of $1 million is a penny. And you will be surprised how something that started out so small as making pennies on the dollar ends up being something that you make an extra $500 to $2,000 to $3,000 a month. Which I'm not just saying that. Y'all know I'm speaking from experience, doing something that you thought was only worth pennies on the dollar. So affiliate is one way to get links on your site. Let's say even, I forgot who it was, but somebody asked about having merchandise. Matter of fact, it was Sequoia. She said, well, how can I start merchandising? So let's say, Sequoia, you had holistic products. Let's say you have videos about, I know you say you have natural products. So let's say you have a video or something that you did about a natural hair care product. And let's say there's an ingredient. Let's say that you taught them how to make a natural hair care product, and there's an ingredient that you use, glycerin. You could be like, okay, y'all, I use glycerin. All the links are in the description below. Let's say that little humble video that you did where you had no subscribers ends up getting 100,000 views. That's going to be everybody who clicked on that link. That's money coming to you. That's residual income. Okay. When you're talking about making money online, the best way to be successful is to understand that don't think that you're just going to hop online and make $100 tomorrow. Now, there are ways to do that, which I'm going to talk about that too. You just have to put a lot more legwork. But when we're talking about making our money online, we're talking about laying a foundation that if you stick with it, you can start seeing results in less than 3 months. Probably even sooner. You see what I'm saying? But it's not something that's like, oh, I'm going to make money tomorrow. No, not necessarily. But even if you start out small, like I'm saying, you're making pennies on the dollar, these same things are when you turn around, you're like, yo, the residual income is coming from over here and over here and over here, and it's way bigger than it was when I started out. So again, that's a way to sell products. You can have affiliate links on your site. You can create, let's say when they go to your website, you have to, you know, that they'll see your stuff. They can click. You can have products, and then when they click on your products, it could be maybe just one Amazon affiliate product that you wanted to promote. So you always want to have a call to action. You always want to have something on your site that people want to come back for. Even with the new Shopify site, which I'm glad I said that because that's what I'm about to go to right after I wrap this up. with the Shopify site, you want to always be editing stuff. And another thing, you always want to have new, fresh content. You want to have reasons for people to come back to your site. Even let's say it's something as simple as mugwort. They might be so used to going to you that they might just be like, every time I get my mugwort, I just go through this site. You see what I'm saying? You could do it to where even they do the checkout and they don't even have to go through Amazon. It just goes straight through PayPal from your site. So they don't even have to leave your site. That's a form of additional residual income. So we're going to get right back to Amazon, but I want to get on Shopify because I almost forgot about Shopify. We're talking about creating websites. Shopify is another platform that you could use on the opposite end of WordPress. Shopify is, I'll go real quick, y'all, to show y'all. Matter of fact, before I do that, is there anybody in the chat who's interested in selling products on your site? If so, press 1 so that I can know and I can show y'all just a quick thing like how I showed y'all with iPage. Because WordPress, with Shopify, I'm absolutely in love. Shopify gives me the ability to do things that I had wanted to do and tried to do years ago, multiple times, multiple failures. And I'm like, are you serious? I literally had no idea that, as I'm telling y'all, like how WordPress is all inclusive, Shopify is like that. So, loving the ones. Let's go look how we can get this money real quick, okay? Okay, Shalom. Okay, so Sequoia says you want to get off Etsy. Great, and I would love, see, that's why I want to do a Hangouts. We might not be able to, I don't know if y'all still want to do one tonight because it's kind of late, but I want to talk about your experience with Etsy. So, okay, let me, anyways, with all that chit-chat, let me get off of here and show y'all something else. Hold on real quick. Let me go back. Let me get this right. Let me have it pulled up. And matter of fact, I already have my Shopify pulled up. I just want to make sure I don't have any customer information is going to be showing. Okay, so perfect. I don't even think this has me logged into my account. All right. So let's take a look at the lovely Shopify. All right. So with Shopify, y'all, and I'm going to put the website in the chat. And peace to Corey Lynn. Peace, sis. I'm glad to see you up in here. Shopify.com. So this is the website that I'm on in case any of y'all want to go follow along. Shopify is like, I don't want to say the antithesis of WordPress because it's not. But Shopify is for people like, let's say you trying to sell products. That's what you're trying to do. You need Shopify. Okay. Percy says, I've gotten no orders with Etsy just for my inbox on IG. I didn't even know you was on Etsy, Percy. That's very interesting because I didn't know you had an Etsy page. So you need to start promoting your Etsy page. When did you have that, Percy? Because last time we was on here, I don't think you had an Etsy. So again, Percy, if you have an Etsy page, that should definitely be on your link in your description on Instagram if it's not already. And also, why aren't you sharing that in the group? Percy, like, even I'm glad you said that you have an Etsy because now when I do the Chakra Healing Challenge, now I can send them to your Etsy page. But anyways, let's get back to it. So with this e-commerce platform, look at this. You get 14 days for free. So you know what this means? Even if y'all aren't ready to use Shopify, you can still get on there for 14 days for free. And let's say, you know why that's good? Because I'm going to tell y'all this. Let me get back on camera to say this. Let me tell y'all this. I literally changed my email address. I had like 4 different Shopify accounts before I finally was ready to start doing Pretty God Tees. But I had created like 4 different emails, and every time I did that, it gave me another 14 days to go ahead and experiment with Shopify. It gave me the chance to see if this is really what I want. Also, after doing all of your experimenting, you know what I told myself when I did Pretty God Tees? I was like, okay, I'm going to start, if I don't make a sale in my first 14 days, which I'm not saying y'all have to do this, because you do have to remember, I do at least have an audience to promote to. So that's one factor. If I didn't have no audience, I probably wouldn't have gave myself a 14-day threshold. But I was like, okay, I'm gonna get, when I started with Pretty God Tees and I was like, this is the one I'm gonna stick with, I was like, let me get everything up in 14 days so that if I make my first sale within 14 days, I'm gonna stick with it and I'm gonna do it. And absolutely it did. You know what I'm saying? When I launched the site. But I'm saying that because you can continue to start over and over and over. And then when you're finally ready, when you feel like, you know, I like this platform, this is for me, go ahead and sign up, and let's go ahead now and look at the package plans and prices, okay? So look at Shopify. We're back to Shopify. Let's take a look at pricing 14 days, no credit card. And this is true. You can sign up for your 14-day trial. It is not going to tell you to put in your credit card. You know how them sites be lying talking about, oh, no credit card, and then it still tell you to put in your credit card? No, you can sign up. You don't have to use no credit card to sign up. It's true. So this one is the one that I have. I have the basic Shopify for $29 a month. All right. I'm starting out with that one. Now, as my sales get to after I get to a certain amount of monthly sales, then I'm going to increase to the $79 per month. I always recommend when you're doing anything, you don't have to start at the biggest package just to feel like you have everything that you need. All you need is the basics. So after the Shopify starts to do a certain amount of numbers per month, then I'm going to go ahead and level up to the $79. After it's huge and it's really getting the traffic I want and it's worth the $2.99 and I need it, then and only if then is when I would go to the advanced Shopify. So let's see what you get for $29. All right. These are the fees, the transaction fees, which are a slight difference. All right. How many staff accounts? You have 2 people to use staff accounts with this one, which is fine because right now it's only me and my mom when I need her help in the future. And with this one, okay, now you get 5 staff accounts with $79. Unlimited number of products, unlimited number of file storage, which is all that's important that you need to know for this $29 per month. Even if it wasn't unlimited, you can still work with what you got and switch out prices, okay? Shipping discounts, different things, customer service, print ship labels. They do white label and everything. So I wanted to show y'all this, all right? So now that I showed y'all Shopify, let's look at the fun stuff. All right. And I kind of want to show y'all this, but I'm hoping I can go in here. Let me come back on y'all. I just want to be able to make sure that I can show y'all stuff without showing you other people's proprietary information, because this is like my back store. This is my backlog. So I'm logging in right now, and I'm gonna show you some of the things that are really cool about Shopify. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm glad I didn't just do that, because y'all would have seen like all of my all of everything. All right. So just 1 second. So okay, let me come back. I'm about to flip it back. So right here, you can see these are apps. Now, just like I said, when we're talking about WordPress, when we're talking about Shopify, I didn't show y'all in WordPress, but it's very similar to what I'm about to show you on Shopify. Just how you have apps on your cell phone for everything, you have apps on Shopify for everything. So these are some of the apps that I have. This one is Printful. This app is how you can create t-shirts. You can create custom products, custom mugs, custom anything with Printful. They do everything for you. They white label, meaning it's your packaging. It's not going to have their packaging on it. And you don't even have to touch the products. All you have to do is monitor everything and make sure everything is going accordingly. I also always recommend you ordering some of your own products to make sure that they're good and you know what your customers are getting. The next thing that I added, this is a slider that I was experimenting with. I didn't put it on the page yet, but it's on there. I added an Instagram feed so that every time I upload an Instagram picture to Pretty God Tees, it goes directly on the site. Again, look at all this stuff that you can do. No coding. I used to have to code this type of stuff back in the day. Y'all are so lucky. Another thing, Orbalo. Let me click on Orbalo because I want to show y'all this. And let me come off real quick again because I want to make sure there's no proprietary information. But let's take a look at Orbalo real quick. Alright, so let me see. 1 second. So, look at this. So, this is Orbalo. And with Orbalo, I wanted to show y'all this because let's say that you wanted to start an online shop. But let's say y'all, Orbalo has thousands of products. And I'm glad I came in here because I'm going to show y'all something. Like, let's say, even with Pretty God Tees. Now, for all of the t-shirts and stuff I have on my site, I created those myself in Photoshop. But let's say this is a cute t-shirt, killing it. So you could put this website on your shop, but of course this is drop shipping, and then you have to look 10, 25 days. That's another thing. But let's say you had one. Okay, so let me do this. Let me show y'all something that I know y'all done seen. All right, let me do this. So let's search for a product. Let's say moon lamp. Okay, I'm going to show y'all when y'all see these products popping up on Instagram, this like shop now, and then you'll go to the Instagram page and it's only that product, or you go to the page and it's only that product. this is what these people are doing. They're getting a Shopify. Again, as I said with WordPress. Oh, another thing I'm glad that I wait, let me come back on real quick, y'all. Another thing, wait, I thought I had it on the Shopify. My bad. So I'm sitting here talking to y'all this whole time, and I'm thinking I had the screen share. My bad. I'm going to show y'all, but I'm glad I came back because I was trying to show y'all something. But what I want to show y'all with this is anytime y'all see those people with call to action, this is essentially what they're doing, okay? Let me show y'all real quick. Let me go back because I thought y'all had already saw what I was talking about. So check this out. We're in Shopify. We're in Orbolo, and I just searched for moon lamp. So does this look familiar to y'all? Check this out. Have y'all seen this before? Have y'all seen this, and how much is it selling for? Look at these moon lamps. Which one of the pretty balls is going to take the initiative to make a lick off these moon lamps? So look at this and look at these prices. So all these people who you see selling stuff, it's like, where the hell are they getting these products? I'm pretty sure 99% of the time they're getting it from Orbolo. So let's click on one of them. Alright, let's click on one. I'm going to try to click on a good one. So let's look at this one. And I think this one might be the one that I have on my site, because I only have 2 dropship products on my site. Everything else is like stuff that I made. But I did put a couple stuff on there just to see. So look at this. This is the actual cost of it, depending on the size you get. So let's say you wanted to sell this on your site. This is the cost of the product. This is going to show you how long it takes to ship. It's going to show you the supplier. They're verified. It shows you how many is in stock. You could click on add to import list, and this is going to add this to your product page. Then when it adds it to your product page and you put it in there, guess what? Now you can also put the price that you're going to sell it for. You bought it for $43. Let's say you say, you know what, I'm seeing that the average price that people are selling this for is $80. I'm going to sell it for $80. Now you have a product that you don't even physically have that you're selling from your website. And if you do this, let me come back on. If you do this, oh, my bad, y'all. If you do this, and let's say, again, so let me give you a scenario. Let's say you wanted to start a quick business selling moon lamps because the moon popping, everybody doing moon rituals. You like, I'm gonna sell something with some moon stuff. The moon wave is not about to pass me by. So now you're new. You're like, well, nobody knows me, but I have a new page. The first thing that you do, moon lamps. Let's say you start an IG. I would name my Instagram page moon lamps or something similar. Just something that is the name of it. On the pic, it would be a picture of the moon lamp. Then I would start going in there, hashtagging new moon, full moon. You want to hashtag things that people who are into moons are going to look at. So think about the type of stuff that you would hashtag on a full moon or a new moon. You want to put all them hashtags plus some in the post. That's how you're going to generate generic followers that don't have nothing to do with your family and friends. You're going to generate followers just through hashtags. The power of hashtags on Instagram is ridiculous. Also on YouTube, but on Instagram, hashtags is how you get followers. Hashtags. Okay? So let's say you have Moon Lamp's Instagram page. Now you got a Shopify page. Just 1 second, y'all. Okay, so anyways, my bad, y'all. But I don't know where I think. Okay, so let's say you have your page. Now you have the moon, such and such, whatever. So now you're hashtagging. You can get 50 to 100 followers in a day on Instagram with no track history. I'm talking about being nobody out the blue, just by posting real dope pictures and hashtagging, and also by, if you want to boost it up, you can follow other people like who likes moon stuff, or you can comment on other people's pictures like, oh, I love this, whatever. But just through hashtagging, even if you don't do that, just hashtagging and posting dope pictures and taking your time to create a nice layout page, you're gonna attract people. So then, boom, in your description, now you created a Shopify page for $29 a month, 14 days free to get all of this this preliminary work that I'm telling you to get done. You put your website in the link in the bio of your Instagram page for only $29 a month. Then let's say you pay for an advertisement. Let's say you want to pay $30 every six days, and you're getting traffic and you have a good picture. Just like the person who was selling the moon lamps on Instagram, one of my YouTube subscribers had hashtagged me in, and I'm like, yo, I already knew I was going to be selling the moon lamps too. But when I saw that person already had went ahead with it, I was like, well, they caught that wave quickly, but that was a good wave to catch. I'm pretty sure they made a lot with that. But again, they don't need to have any physical product, because drop shipping, Shopify using Orbalo app gives you the app option to drop ship. And again, if you're going to drop ship, I do recommend sticking to one product. You can find one hot product. You can do this with many different niches. This could be something that you do online. Let's say that this was new and you never seen this, and you seen this pop up and you like, yo, I bet you they don't know about this yet. I'm going to promote this. I'm going to start promoting cell phone tripods. You the first one to do something or catch a wave or see something slight that's picking up, and you sell it, and you have a landing page, something where as soon as they click on it, they go to your Shopify and it's that one product, because you can just have one product on your Shopify. Money. Y'all, the type of stuff that I'm telling you, if you're actually putting if you're putting the work into it and you're doing the due diligence, I swear to God, you can make money. You can make your first income doing any type of new business online, even if you don't have numbers like thousands or any of that. Even if you're brand new, you can get your first sale online if you're really doing your due diligence within 2 weeks. Okay, and once you get the first sale, after that it's a wrap, because that's usually the positive omen, even sooner than that. But I'm telling you, you can make money online even with these simple methods that I'm talking about. So I just wanted to say that gives you an idea. And I wish I could have gave y'all visuals on what I was just saying, but that's one way that you can just create different niches and use Instagram to make money. Instagram and Shopify. And again, with Shopify, you can buy your own domain name through Shopify. So let's say you wanted to, I don't know how much it is. I would have to go back through the pricing and stuff like that, which I would do on a follow-up Shopify video. But you can buy a domain through Shopify, or let's say you already had your iPage as a host, right? And you wanted to just keep buying all your domains under iPage. What you can do is buy it under iPage, and then when people go to your to this site, it's gonna point it to your main page. So let's say the Shopify is like prettygodtees.shopify.com, but you wanted to say prettygodtees.com. You can point it so that it will say that even if you didn't get your domain directly through Shopify. Okay, so that's what I'm working on now. I gotta call them to help me because I'm having issues with it, but I'm trying to just point that. That's the last thing I got to do, and then my store is officially how it's supposed to be. Okay, so let me see if I missed anything in the chat. Yes, Chrislyn, you do want to be hashtag queen, because I'm telling you, when it comes to Instagram, and a lot of times when you click on hashtags, like let's say you hashtag full moon, if you click on that hashtag and you look at all the pictures that come up on there, also at the very top of Instagram, you will see other hashtags that are like similar. All those similar hashtags to the one that you use, if you didn't already use it, put that in your hashtag as well, because those are the hashtags that are probably going to be good hashtags for what your niche is. And they might have some hashtags that you didn't think about that people are using and that people are searching, because people do use Instagram like a store. Okay, another thing quickly about Shopify, you can link Shopify to where you can sell directly Instagram style from your website, and you can also have it linked to your Facebook profiles and your business pages, so people can shop directly from Facebook on your Shopify. And we know how easy it is to get a viral Facebook video if you're doing the right things, even if you're showing your product, which we're going to get into talking about viral videos. That's probably, matter of fact, let me write that down, because we're going to talk about the you know, how viral videos come about. I think that's a great topic to have, because my viral videos on the way, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of times, sometimes viral videos happen on accident, but a lot of times it's a lot of planning that goes into a video becoming viral. You just want to make sure that after your video goes viral, you're ready to go, because you have one chance. Just because something goes viral doesn't mean, you know how 5 seconds of fame. When you have your chance to go viral, you want to make sure that everything's in place so that when you do go viral, you make that 15 minutes last. And not only do you make it last, but you're not viral for no reason, but you're viral and you converted all that virality into sales. Okay? So So we're going to do a video about viral videos. So I'm actually working on that. Because after that Pretty Boss TV viral video, y'all, like, everything has to be in place so that when something goes viral, I'm ready. Everything's in place. And I don't have to take a step back. I could just go completely forward. So I wanted to say that, oh, so Prissy says, first time you told us about hashtags, I started doing but rocking ever since. Prissy, that's what I'm telling you. That's how you get them. That's how you get them. It says, is iPage for Apple? Oh, nah. Oh, that's what I'm about to say. Why would it be for Apple? I forgot iPhone, iPage. No, sis. Prissy, iPage is the web host. That's what I show. I think I did that kind of tutorial before you got in here about iPage, but no, it's just a web hosting site like GoDaddy.com. It's just called iPage, but it don't have nothing to do with Apple. It's a hosting site. You just got in here kind of late. So I wanted to show y'all that. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Shopify. I want to be in the chat because I want to see how y'all are feeling about this. And I want to hear if y'all have any questions related to it. So far, my experience with Shopify. Love the material. I just had, y'all seen I was taking pictures like crazy of the New Moon crop top. Oh, let me see. I think I got my Lucky Mojo socks on. Wait, hold on, y'all. I got on my Lucky Mojo socks. Random, right? I'm all professional with Lucky Mojo socks on, but I have to have my Lucky Mojo socks. So I love the products, especially like I said, I use Principle if you're wanting to sell t-shirts or bags. Even let's say you wanted to have a niche, like let's say that you wanted to just sell a coat, beach bags. It's the summertime. You could just have a whole bunch of a coat beach bags on your site, which you can create the graphics. If you don't know how to create the graphics, where did I tell y'all to go? Again, Fiverr.com. Anything that you don't know how to do, you can outsource for $5. If you don't want to make money on Fiverr yourself, you can outsource it for $5. So let's say you wanted a hot t-shirt design. Cause see, y'all, let me. I can create graphics myself, so I can do like a whole bunch of graphics because I'm doing it for free. But let's say you're like, well, damn, I want to sell stuff, but I'm not even about to pay $5 5 times to get 5 graphics. I don't want to do that right now. You could just, let's say, get one graphic that you spend $25 on is powerful. So let's say you had a slogan or something, or like a graphic about just being a beautiful black woman or a beautiful woman, and you had some kind of graphic for this. If you get that graphic made, again, when we go back to talking about copyrights and trademarks, if you got it copywritten, so now you have this graphic made for $25 from Fiverr. Now you got it copywritten for like $50, okay? So now nobody else can use your graphic, and you can promote just that one item. You see what I'm saying? So you could use Shopify just to boost one item. Like sometimes it was one time I was on Instagram the other day, and it was a website that came up that says if you want this hustle tee for free, you could become a brand ambassador and you get this shirt for free. So that brand is only selling one t-shirt. It's a hustle t-shirt. So like even me, if I wanted to be like, you know what, I'm not selling no other t-shirts except for Kylie or except for New Moon-ish. Even when you focus like that, sometimes it's even stronger to focus on one thing to sell. Even like what Prissy's selling chakra incense. That, like, it gets no better than that. Prissy has the focus about posting all day on her Instagram. Again, Prissy, if I was you, all I'll be doing is posting them incense. You know, you could take pretty pictures, have a whole room, have an altar that you just make everything red on there, and then you put the root chakra incense holder and the incense, or pictures of you. First of all, Prissy, you also need to be on your page. You're a beautiful woman. Don't ever forget to use yourself when you're marketing and advertising your products. You could be on your page, you know, meditating. Oh, it's a meditation vibes only, and then you're like this, and then you have your chakra incense and your altar. Just because of how you made the whole visualization, people are gonna buy it more. So focusing on one thing, you can get better and better and better and better and better at it, which is why that's always a great thing. The only reason I have multiple products on my site right now is because that's not even a main business of mine. That's just something I've always wanted to do. So that's something that's on the side, and I'm having fun with it. I love it. All the products on my site, I want the clothes. So I'm like, even if nobody did ever bought nothing, I would have been cool because I'm buying the stuff for myself anyway because I want to wear it. So that's the type of mindset you want to have. But let me know, y'all. Okay, so exactly. So Prissy says she uses Fiverr for the travel business. You see what I mean? Okay. Cool, Chris. So, yes. Kristen, what's your IG page? Give me the link in the chat and I'll look it up right now, sis. I surely will. It's enough of us. We might not even have to do a Google Hangouts tonight because I feel like everybody in the chat, I'm able to answer y'all questions. But I still do want to do a Google Hangouts again, like right after this. Not right after this, but whoever was in this live and still want to do a Google Hangouts after this, let me know, and I'll schedule it this week. We'll do it like sometime this week. Okay, so at K. Okay, let me click on that. So I'm going to your IG, sis, real quick. Hold on. And I'm about to tell you what I think about it. And then if anybody else has something like that you want me to check out real quick, like a website or anything that you have for business that you want me to look at, let me know and I can pull up your site and do a quick critique. Because this was the same thing. I think we okay, so Chrislyn, I see you have Chrislyn Brooks. Okay. Hairstylist, haircuts, dreads, appointments only. And then let me click on your link and see where your link takes me. Okay, so I guess the link where they take you is where they can like sign up to create an account or to book. So from the looks of your Instagram page, I think this is okay. So now the only thing that I would say is like okay, because I used to do this too, y'all. Like, I know how it is when you want to have those. I wish I could show y'all her page. Maybe y'all can look it up too, like from your phones while I'm looking at it, so that y'all can see as I'm doing it. Oh, matter of fact, you know what I should have did? I'm tripping. I'm gonna pull up your page on this laptop so we can do a screen share, just like how I've been doing. I'm over here tripping. So let me do the screen share, y'all. Let me get on this other computer. Instagram.com/. Okay. Oh, cuts up. Okay, K cuts up. Alright, and then I'm going to go on here so that you can see what I'm talking about as I point to it. Okay, so 1 second, y'all. We're about to go to Chrislyn's page. Oops. Okay, so now we're on Chrislyn's IG. So the first thing that I see, I do like the logo, you know what I'm saying, but it would be even more effective if in your profile pic, if you had like one of the dopest hairstyles that you have on your page, put it in that profile pic so that they know, like, okay, boom. You see what I'm saying? But that's good too. I like the logo, but just you got to think, people who don't know you, they'll be more drawn to a hairstyle more so than a logo. Because like if you see a logo, it's like, okay, but if you see a hairstyle, you might click on it because you want to see the rest of the hairstyles. Okay, so that's just one little thing. Now for the rest of your page, I see the photos of the hair. Love the hair too, by the way, sis. Love the hairstyles. So one thing that I will say is I like the fact that when I come on your page, I automatically know what you do. It's no messing around. There is no extra stuff. You can tell that you do hair. Period, point blank. So that's like the first things first. The only thing like right here where it said like this thing I wanted to show y'all, you know, I used to do this on my pages too. Like where you'll have the pictures that you make like up into them grids. Now them grid pictures, like this one that says appointments available now, those are okay, but they're really pointless. You see what I'm saying? The only time I recommend having something like that is if you have like a beautiful graphic or something that kind of is really important for your page. But try to stay away from these things because it just kind of takes up space for no reason and it doesn't really bring people to your page. You know what I'm saying? The only time people will see this is if they did come to your page. And most of the time on Instagram, people don't even click on your page. They just click on the picture. So that's one thing. Now let's go ahead and I'm going to click to see what your hashtags is looking like. So this is layered cut. This says DFW hairstylist. See, okay, so the first thing that's wrong is, I don't want to say wrong, but you need help with your hashtags. Yes, you used a lot of hashtags, but you didn't use hashtags that a lot of people will find. You see what I'm saying? So let's say, like, this is asymmetrical bob. Now, this is a good one because people who are looking for asymmetrical bobs are going to look for that hashtag. So that's a great hashtag. When we click on asymmetrical bobs, we see 41,854 posts. Okay? So that's really good. It's nothing ridiculous like 5 million. That'd be too much. That's too much competition. So now this is good because this gives you a chance that if you had enough likes, you could have been at the top of the page. And you can have enough likes with the right hashtags. Because look at this girl. A lot of my posts are at the top of at the top of the pages. And look, this is only 297 pictures. I mean, likes. You see what I'm saying? So, look, she only has 140. And she's at the top. So, going back, that's one of the hashtags you use. So, let me click. If you click on here from your phone, so you can't see it from the computer, but if you would have came and clicked on this hashtag from your phone, next to asymmetrical bobs, there would have been other recommended hashtags. Those hashtags are the other ones you would want to add alongside of asymmetrical bobs. You also want to have fun with your hashtags. Now, let me go back. You also want to have fun with your hashtags, y'all. Let me come back on. When you're doing your hashtags, you want to use those catchy, trendy hashtags as well. So let's say when I was doing nail tutorials, not only am I saying acrylic nails, pointy nails, coffin nails, I'm using the technical terms for people who are looking for that, but then I'm also saying like nail porn or insta nails or insta acrylic nails or insta nail porn. You also want to use like some of those catchy ones as well. So you want to use the ones that are specific to what you're talking about. You want to use general ones, like let's say we're talking about Prissy's page, chakra healing. She would have root chakra, chakra incense, pineal gland, crown chakra, to be specific. But then to be general, she will also have like awakening, kundalini energy, woke, consciousness. You see? And then you also would want to have like you know, just the trendy ones. Like, I don't know what would be trendy. Oh, like trendy would be like chakras on fleek hashtag. So you want to have different types of hashtags. You want to have the ones that are specific to what you do, root chakra, blah blah blah. Then you want to have the ones that are like trendy, like you know, chakras on fleek, you know, or insta chakra. I don't even know if it's an insta chakra. You know what I'm saying? But stuff like that. And then you also want to have the ones that are general, like consciousness, just the broad ones that are gonna also bring people across your content. So the hashtags you choose are key. And again, it all goes back into experimenting. So let's say you post a picture, you're like, dang, these ain't really getting no likes like that. That means you're not using the right hashtags. And if you are using the right hashtags, that means you got to have better pics. Now, I'm going to go back to Kristen's page one more time to see if there's any other critique that I can say. I really like your pictures. I mean, I can't say anything wrong. I would just say I would want to see more of your work. But I like it. And then again, these things, like these little grid pictures, those can go. Because you can just do like one little graphic that says appointments available. And that'll probably actually get likes. And it'll just be easier to read when people are on their phone. Because again, a lot of times you can't see those grid layouts unless you actually go to the person's profile page. And most people are not going to actually go to your profile page unless you're like Beyonce or something. Okay? And, you know, so... And then see, like, this girl right here, like how you did hers with the Snapchat filters. I like that. Snapchat filters are popping. So always use trendy stuff in your work. Because a person might just click on the picture because they like the filter and be like, oh, that hairstyle is dope. You see? So use all of those elements to work together. But your hairstyle, I'm over here on your page because your hairstyles are fire. But yes, sis, you're doing pretty good. Just make sure that you step up on your hashtag game and stuff like that, okay? So I hope that helped. Anybody else have anything they want me to look up real quick? I could look up like one more person's stuff if you wanted me to. Prissy, you know I got like 30 IGs, girl. I be forgetting some of my IGs. Like, I don't even, because they only let you log in at like 5 at a time. Yes, Callie Peach, separate your personal IG from your business. Exactly. And then you can also always use your personal page to promote your business. Like, actually, I Am Kendra Justine is my personal page. It was really personal when it used to be private. Now I just made it public. But, like, that's my personal page. But then you'll still also see me promote Pretty God Tees or this or that or this and that. So you can use your personal page for your personal stuff and to promote your products. But if you're selling a product, you want to have a page that's only for your products. Even like me, a lot of y'all know that I have, like, Pretty Boss TV IG, even though I only got like 4 pictures on there. But I have a page, you see what I'm saying, professionally, even though most people follow me on my personal page, but I still got that professional page in place for certain things that I'm going to be posting only on Pretty Boss TV IG. So, yes, you want to separate, okay? Only time that you don't want to separate is if you make your personal life your business life. If your personal page looks like business, then you don't have to separate it. But if you like to go take selfies of, you know, at the club, you know what I'm saying, you like to take Snapchats of your steak dinner, then you might, you know, want to separate the business from the personal. Okay? I'm glad that was helpful, sis. Okay, so oh, okay, good. So Sequoia got Shalom Temple Care. So I'll look up Sequoia's, and then we'll go into wrapping up what else I wanted to say about the live, y'all. I'll look up one more. So we have Shalom Temple Care. All right. So okay, so wait, I'm thinking I already clicked on there. So let me put y'all back. All right. So for Shalom Temple Care, I love it. It says, okay, so you have 11 posts. All right. And then it says your body is your temple, shalomtemplecare.com. All right, so let me see. Okay, so cool. You got, okay, so now I see what you're saying. All right. So you have body butters, moringa leaf powder. I want to try moringa, by the way. That's a side note. Oh, I like this candle. Wait, hold on. See, this is total side note. Okay, so sis, are you selling these herb candles? That's a side note, because I saw that. I saw you post that. I think I saw that on Facebook, and I seen that. I was like, yo, that's dope. But is that yours that you're selling, or is that something that you got from somewhere else? Because if you are selling herb candles, that's something you definitely should be promoting. Yo, that's your candle, sis. Like, that's a hitter. I'm gonna tell you right now. Are you, when you said yes, Sequoia, is that yes that this is your candle? Oh, this is the hitter right here. This is one of the products you need to focus on. All right, because I want this. Like, I feel like I can already smell the candle. But this is a niche. All right, you can already pop off of this right now because, again, you already know a lot of people that's in our community are going to be interested in this, especially if you're talking about how you charge it, or whatever you put into it. I'm interested in it. You know, when I buy one, I'm putting it on, I'm promoting it because I like it. Because I'm like, that's totally up my alley. So one, I just want to say that's a hit right there. Don't be sleep on that candle. That's a whole niche. You could just sell them type of candles. Okay, I'm gonna be real. That's probably a better niche than the hair and body butter. Not to say don't sell it. See, look, you got natural deodorant and you got hair and body. Yo, okay, so natural deodorant, that's also a key because a lot of people are looking for natural deodorant. It's hard to find good natural deodorant. That's another hitter. Sis, okay, so first and foremost, I'll say that your products, I love it. I love how it's very simple. I would already just keep it like that. Also, I need to order these from y'all. Hold on, let me go to your website real quick. Let me go to your website because you got some stuff. I only buy natural stuff for my skin, so I'm like, I'm gonna order from you myself while we talking about it. Okay, so this is cool. You got like kind of a blog going on. So about let me see. Let me go to products. Cause see, I'm coming on your page like how I would come on your page if I was a consumer. You see what I'm saying? So truly, if I clicked on this link, the first thing that I would want to see when I click on your website is one of your products. I don't want to see when I click on your website. Okay, so let me go back. I'm going back to the home. So the first thing that I want to see right here is a product. I want to see one of your products all the way at the top. Right here. Like, even if it was just a banner of your candles, it should have a banner right here, and it should have a picture of your products that are on your site. So you can have a picture of the body butter or a picture of the candle, just something so that when they click on it, they're like, okay, boom, I already know this is what I'm looking for. I can go ahead and order it. You want, because a lot of people don't like to search through pages, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So you want to have a lot of information right there on the front page. So now, since I didn't see it on the first page, I'm like, okay, let me click on products because I want the candles and I want the body butter. So let me see. Let me click on this. And I love the website too, by the way. I like the layout, but let me give it some time to load. Okay, so look at this. See, okay, so now let's talk. So you see how when I come on this products page, now this is beautiful. This products page is exactly what your home page should look like. Like, this should have been how when I came on your site, this is what I should have seen. Holistic products. What's on your home page, I'm not saying that it can't be there, but a lot of what's on your home page could be underneath this banner, like how you see this, or it could be on your about page. But okay, so I'm like, boom, holistic products. Okay, so you don't have them on here yet, but sis, this is a hitter. So go ahead and get your products ready to go. Okay, once you get your products ready to go, you want to be adding pictures. You know, you want to be sexy. Show your sexy leg putting on some of the body butter. If you want, you don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just throwing that in there. That's something I'll do. I know I like to be a little extra. Throw a little bit of marketing juice, you know, on it to show your little leg, rub a little body butter. But, you know, just be creative, have fun is what I'm trying to say. It doesn't even have to be that. It could be whatever in a way that's creative and comfortable for you to do it. You see what I'm saying? You could do a tutorial, like you could do a video showing them the body butter, the consistency. Like you could take the body butter, because I'm looking at this picture of this hair body butter, and I wanna dip my hands into it right now. You could just do a video showing them like how smoothly it glides on the hand, and it's not even your face. It could just be your hands in the video rubbing it in. You see what I mean? Like, all you need to do is continue to post pictures, sis. Continue to post pictures, and then let me click on your pictures. So now I click on your picture, and the only thing that it says is meditation herb candles. That's not enough information. For me it is, because I'm pretty boss and you know I'm into that type of stuff. But if I was somebody coming off the street, I need more information. So I need to know meditation herb candles. These are great for this. It's infused with this. It's going to make you feel like this. I need some more information as a customer. What do those candles do? Also, I need to know, since this is your page, I need to also see that in where it says meditation herb candles, DM me to order. Or go on the website, link in description, to order your own candle. I need a call to action. Again, even when we're talking about Instagram photos, we need call to actions. That's what I want y'all to do. Everybody who's on this live who has a product and who are selling things, go in your Instagram, go over everything you have already posted or in the new stuff, and make sure every post from now on is a call to action. Even if it's not buy something, your call to action could be like, have you ever used herb infused candles before? Comment which ones have you used below. You know what I'm saying? Do something to get people engaged in your content. All right. So anyways, overall, sis, I hope that was helpful. I absolutely love the direction of your page. Okay. Just continue to make sure that you know, like these top 3 pictures I love the most on this page. Like the candle, the deodorant, and the hair body butter. Boom. That's all you need to continue to do, is keep posting stuff like that. Of course, you can post yourself, but if you post yourself, make sure that you post yourself using your product, or you post yourself holding your product, or you post yourself meditating at the altar with your herb candle. When we doing all of these things, y'all, we already love taking pictures of ourselves being spiritual and meditating anyway. So now put your own products in there and let them know what you're meditating with and how they can get it from you, and how it helps your meditation, and how it will also help them. So again, of course, more photos. I'm pretty sure this is new since you don't have many photos, but that's the only advice. Everything else is perfect. Another thing, the last thing right here where it says Shalom Temple Care, your body is your temple. All natural. You in here, the only thing I would want to add is like all natural products available on the website. Just let them know, because it could still be assumed. Like, people still don't necessarily know if you sell products from your link, from your description. But here it says your body is your temple. It could say like, all natural products are available on my website below. So I'm going to, just because I did that, let me show y'all Pretty God Tees. And another thing, y'all know I just created Pretty God Tees like less than a couple days ago. So I'm going to show y'all some of the strategies that I'm using, especially since I'm talking and giving y'all a critique. So, Pretty God Tees. When I come onto Pretty God Tees, what's the first thing that you see? Pretty God Tees. DM me. I'm getting to it already. You didn't even get to scroll to the picture yet, and you see that I'm talking about DM me to pay with PayPal or Cash App. Not only do I tell you to DM me, I tell you how to pay. I could take PayPal, Cash App, whatever. Or, if you ain't going to do it that way, you can visit the official site. And I say taking custom orders, hashtag Pretty God Tees, so that anybody who gets a tee from me, they know that's the hashtag Pretty God Tees. And then it says official website, worldwide shipping, and you can go to the official site. So before you even scroll to my pictures, you know, look, you can buy some stuff, you can pay PayPal, Cash App, whatever you got come. You see? Then when you go on the site, all you see is what? Pictures of me selling stuff. And this is a new page, y'all. I just made this page less than 7 days ago. And of course, let me click on some of my hashtags. We'll click on this one. This one, of course, you want to hashtag your own company. Pretty God Tees, pretty whatever, Pretty Boss TV, blah, blah. Custom tees, new moon, full moon, occult apparel, lucky socks, Mojo, Lucky Mojo, Insta Socks, Sock Fetish Nation. Now and see that's the Instagram thing I'm talking about. Sock Fetish Nation. That's like only a hashtag you will find on Instagram. But people who are sock fiends will look for that hashtag and probably see my socks. So again, I could have did better on the hashtags if I wasn't funneling some people strictly from Pretty Boss TV. I would have probably had 3 times as many hashtags in this as I already have. But since I know that I have a certain amount of leverage of people coming from my other page, I didn't do too many, but I still do the hashtags. And again, all you see is this stuff. So I did an order. I like to show people sample from a few orders that were shipped out today. Also, another thing, Prissy, like you see how when we all bought your incense in the group, what you need to do is screenshot the pictures that we took, or even like repost the video that I shared. You need to be reposting the orders that people placed on your page. Let me go to another site. Let me go to mine right quick. So let's go to I Am Kendra Justine, and then we're moving on from this, y'all. But I just wanted to spend time because on Instagram alone, there's so much money to be made. You can have a whole business on Instagram without even having a site. Okay, so look at this. All right, let me go to where. Damn, what was something that I wanted to. Okay, so what I was gonna say is, so look at my money spell jars. Money spell jars is one of the things that I sell, right? So when you scroll down, what do you see? I also reposted a few money spell jars. Look at my sis's Corella's money spell jar right here. I reposted her money spell jar, so that also shows people, oh, so people are buying the money spell jars, and then they can see, okay, they received it on time. The person obviously must be happy they reposted and shared it. So reshare your customer photos. I already have people who sent me pictures of them in the Pretty God Tees. I'm going to be posting them on Pretty God's Instagram, Pretty God Tees Instagram. This is Kayla. Shouts out to Kayla. Beautiful picture. I posted hers on here. And there's some more people who sent me stuff that I need to post. I just haven't had time. Okay, this is another one. This one I think is from Lauren. No, this is from somebody on Instagram. You see what I'm saying? So repost that type of stuff. That's how you get more content. Post what you're selling. So people say, okay, she actually is selling. Oh, okay, let me buy something. Sometimes people will buy something, don't buy something just because they think other people aren't buying it. Okay? So, I think, let me get off of that. So that's the spiel for Instagram. Okay? And I hope that was helpful. Another thing I want to talk about, the last thing before we get off, y'all, is we're going to talk about FBA. We talked about Amazon merch with Amazon affiliate. Well, no, we talked about Amazon affiliate. So then you also have Amazon merch, which is something that you can use to sell t-shirts online. Let me try to put that link real quick to Amazon merch. I applied to Amazon merch, and I got approved within 7 days. I got approved like right after my birthday. And you can sell tees just like Shopify, but the difference with Amazon and Shopify is, let's say that you only wanted to sell tees, right? You could sell tees through Amazon, and guess what? 0 out-of-pocket costs. No $29.99 per month. No 14-day trial. I look crazy, right? No 14-day trial. Everything costs 0. So you could have an Amazon merch account, and you could create tees that they sell just the same way, kind of like how Shopify's dropship thing works, except you don't have to pay any money. All you have to do is keep uploading new, fresh designs. So Amazon merch. I'm putting a link in the description real quick. I'm going to do another video on that because I know we've already been on long, and I don't want to have anybody on too long without saying everything I at least wanted to say. So that's Amazon merch, okay? Sell tees on Amazon. Get great profit. That's more money than you're going to be making with Amazon affiliate. Just based on how much profit you can make per item. So tees, we're talking a basic profit of like, it could be more, but if you want to be a affordable average price, you're talking about anywhere between $7 and $10 profit per tee. Okay, and if you didn't know how to make graphics for a t-shirt design, again, where can you go? Fiverr. You can get a $5 graphic. Something simple if you don't know how to use Photoshop or do your own graphics. $5 graphic that you can sell on your tees. Let's say you had something that was a dope idea. Like, even let's say y'all don't even have to know much, y'all. You could just do something. Matter of fact, I'm going to do a quick Photoshop tutorial for y'all. When I do that iMovie tutorial, I'm also going to do a Photoshop tutorial to show y'all how quick and easy it is to create graphic tees on Photoshop. So matter of fact, I'm going to help y'all bypass Fiverr, and I'm going to also do another video to show you how simple it is to do a quick like slogan or something that you could upload and sell on Amazon. You don't need skills for this. And then again, you don't have to know skills so I could teach you how to do graphic tees. And again, if you wanted to have actual graphic like Ganesha or something that's dope, or Kali. Like I want to get a Kali image that I made. Because there are some dope Kali images, like urban Kali images on Instagram. But I want to get a Kali image that either I create or I pay somebody on Fiverr to create, that I can put on a t-shirt, that I have the copyright to, that only I can sell. So again, y'all, even if you don't have peace, good night, Kali Peach. So glad that you caught the live, sis. We're gonna be wrapping it up, and again, I am gonna be putting the recap with all the information so that you can go back and get it. But we're wrapping it up, sis. I know it's getting late. So yes, Tori, I can do that Photoshop tutorial. I got that written down. Everything that we're talking about, I'm writing down so that I don't forget. Okay, these are the types of things I'm supposed to be doing on Patreon. You see what I'm saying? That's what y'all paying for, to get these jewels. I got a lot to share, like so much. You know what I'm saying? So Amazon merch, again, like I said, check that website out, y'all. The next thing that I want to talk about is Amazon FBA, and I spoke about this in another video. I'm going to post a video in the morning about a really good Amazon FBA video. This guy breaks it down so good in 10 minutes. If you watch that video, that's literally everything that you need to know to start selling on Amazon FBA. Okay. When you sell on Amazon FBA, just quickly to let y'all know, there's a few things that you can sell. Okay. Oh wait, I screenshotted the wrong thing. I mean, I had highlighted the wrong thing. So let me get this. Let me go back. What you doing up there, boo? I'm almost done, okay? What you doing? So, okay. Oh, wait. That might... I thought that was the right link. But let me see. It's time to go to sleep. Anyway, you're supposed to be asleep. Alright, let me click on this. Alright, so here it goes. This is the right link, y'all. My bad. So I think this one should take you. Let me click on it to make sure, because there's so many different advertisements that pops up. Sometimes it's hard to find the right one. But, and I still just clicked off of it. Alright. So, with this Amazon affiliate, but while I'm looking that up, what I want to say is that you can sell products directly from your home, or you can do like Amazon fulfillment. So like, let's say basically I wanted to sell Avion water on Amazon, and I had a lick. Let's say I went out of town, I went to Atlanta, and I found a shop that sells Avion water wholesale. I could get 100, I can get 1,000 Avion waters, and I'm paying $1 per, and I can sell these for $8 a piece, or maybe even $5, since I got it for so low. What you would do, and this is the quick synopsis of what Amazon FBA is. What you would do is buy, let's say, 100 of those. Let's say you wanted to start. You're like, well, I'm going to buy 100 to start. I'm going to buy 100 Avion waters. You get 100 Avion waters. You package all of these Avion waters up in one big old box, right? And then you ship it directly to Amazon. They fulfill your orders. Every time somebody places an order and they buy your water, it's fulfilled through Amazon in 2 days so that you can have the Amazon Prime. All right. And then, sorry, y'all, I had to do a screenshot because it's 11:22. Y'all caught me being synchronistic with my numbers. But I love 11:22. That's one that always sticks out to me. So you can send it to them. Every time somebody places the order, you don't even touch it. It goes directly from Amazon to them in 2 days. Also with Shopify, this is called fulfillment services. Amazon is a fulfillment service center. That's why there's so many products, because most of the products that you buy on Amazon, there are people just like me and you who are selling you the products. But they're doing what I said. They're buying them and they're shipping them wholesale. I'm going to also start selling. My niche is going to be dolls, because I know all the prices of dolls. I used to buy dolls all the time on Amazon. And sometimes when I would be out shopping, let's say I was at Toys R Us and I would see a doll that's usually $15 for $5. I will buy a whole bunch of them. So let's say I was an Amazon seller and I'm a doll seller on Amazon, and she's normally $15, but I go to Toys R Us up the street and I see her for $5. You know what I'm going to do as an Amazon seller? I'm going to buy all 20 of her, and I'm going to put her online for $13. So how much profit is that? And when I buy her, I'm going to just package her up and ship her to Amazon, so I don't even have to deal with shipping and handling and all that type of stuff. They handle it, and I set my price. So that's as easy as it works, okay? Many different ways to do it. Again, and like I said, you also don't have to use an Amazon fulfillment center. You can just sell something. So let's say I had this drum. Let's say this is from Costa Rica. This is handmade. This is like hard to get your hands on. People be looking for this. I sell this on Amazon. From my home, I could put this on there and say I'm selling this for $1,000 because it's rare. So let's say somebody's looking for this and they buy it for $1,000. They can buy it. And if this is the only product I was interested in selling on Amazon, I can ship this to them directly myself. But if you're trying to do like the FBA, which with FBA you can make money, y'all. You can make at least $50K a year if you're doing FBA and you're using it as a business. And again, when we're talking about affiliate, Amazon affiliate, when we're talking about Amazon merch, when we're talking about FBA, remember, any of these online platforms, you still want to have a business plan because you want to have objectives, you want to have goals, and you want to be able to do trial and error to see, well, when I did this last month, that worked for me, or this didn't work, so I'm not going to do this month. When we have our business plan and we keep note of everything that we're doing each month, that's how you get better. Because you can only learn and get better through doing. Okay, so make sure that you're recording everything. Oh, Prissy, oh my God, don't get me on Toys R Us because I hate Toys R Us because they're closed and that's my favorite store in the world. So I don't know what to do in the future. When I'm ready, I'm gonna come up with Toys R back because how dare you take Toys R Us away? Okay. Yes, Corella, real witches don't sleep. I just saw that, sis. Real witches don't sleep, sis. So, exactly. All right. So, that's the overview I wanted to give on Amazon. And the last thing I want to talk about, again, as we've been talking about all night, is Fiverr.com. If you are interested, let's say you're at home right now, and you're like, I don't know, I just want to do anything. I want to do something to make money. Any type of money would be good. I just want to feel even $5 come my way. Go on Fiverr.com. You can either use this site as a seller or a buyer. If you're like, let's say you want to sell these t-shirts or you want to do certain things and you need logos, you could go on Fiverr as a buyer. If you like, look, I want to start making money, like something. I just want to make money online. I want any kind of stream of income that's additional. Just even $1 will feel good if it's $1 that comes from somewhere that has never come from before. Get on Fiverr. There's many things that you can do on there. The limit is your creativity. When I was on Fiverr, some of y'all may have seen it, I don't know. I know a lot of my subscribers from many different of my channels have hit me up about some of them videos. It's a video that I did for credit services. And in there, I was like, my name is Becky because I used to do testimonials, actor testimonial services. So they would give me scripts that were supposed to be actual testimonies from other people, but they were actual clients who's not going to record themselves on camera. So they would give me the script so that I could deliver it just like a testimonial you see on TV. Those people who be like, call Benjamin iCall. I'll be your attorney right now. Those people who be doing the testimonials in those videos aren't the actual people. Those are actors. So that's what I was doing with Fiverr. I used to use it as a chance to do commercials and acting. I even did some logos, flyers. You can use your voice. Let's say you don't want to do video. You could do voiceovers, all right, with Fiverr to where you do professional commercials. Let's say you have a nice voice or you like to talk. You could be like, well, I do voiceovers. Or let's say you want to promote products or you want to get free products. You can create a Fiverr page to be like, I'll take a picture with your t-shirt on for $5. So you are winning because all you're doing is taking a picture with your cell phone with their t-shirt for $5, and you get a free t-shirt at $5. And when all of that adds up, then when you have continual customers, you can start offering different things. You can upsell them. Well, if you want me to wear red lipstick, it's $5 more. If you want my hair this way, that's $10. If you want me to do 2 more pictures, that's $10 extra. That's how you upsell on Fiverr. So you start with something for $5, but you have a lot of things that you can add. And even if we're talking about, and y'all, we got a whole bunch of pretty bosses. So even if y'all did something just as that, y'all, when I was on Fiverr, I was modeling my feet. No lie. My feet made thousands of dollars on Fiverr. My feet. I was just modeling my feet. I'm just keeping it at that. You know what I'm saying? So I had one person who always came to me. Shouts out to him. He knows what I'm talking about. But I had a lot of clients who used to come to me for my feet in particular. So I was always told I had pretty feet growing up. So I was like, let me see if I can model with my feet. And I did. It wasn't, nothing crazy, but it's just stuff like sometimes people will send me their products and they want me to put their product in my feet as the advertising picture or just different things. So the limit, that's what I'm saying with Fiverr, it's infinite things that you can do on there to make money. Go on the website, just look at what other people are offering and it'll give you an idea. I wish I still had my page because y'all could see. I was booming on Fiverr when I did it. You know what I'm saying? I might still get back on there. It's a long story about how that got shut down, but it happened for a reason because I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing right now if I was still doing Fiverr. Fiverr had got so full time for me that I got tired of it. Like, I was getting 5-10 orders a day. And it just got to the point where I couldn't even have a life. I couldn't even do my Pretty Boss TV videos like I wanted to. So if I'm telling y'all, Fiverr is a great place to make money. Okay? Even if you're like, I would try, let's say you had a YouTube channel, because something I could do. Oh, I'll try your natural hair care product online, or I'll try your weave product online, or anything. Or we got a whole bunch of witches in the building. I would do a tarot spread for you for $5. I'll pull a tarot card for you for $5. That just hit me. That's a good one, so I didn't even think about that. They have people on Fiverr who sell spiritual services, who sells consultations, who whatever you do. So even if it's like Prissy, let's say you wanted to do readings, tarot card readings, you could do that. And I know you got your own thing, but I'm just using that as an example because I looked down and I saw Prissy. But that's what you can do. You can use Fiverr for all types of stuff. So that's why I spoke about Fiverr before, and I'm like, I don't think that y'all hearing me when I say Fiverr. You can make mad dough. That's why I tell y'all, a rich person don't step over a penny because they see money in all opportunity, and they know that the foundation of $1 or $5 or $10 of $100 is a penny, and $5 is a lot of money. And especially if you talk about $5 and you multiply that by 100 or 200 or 1,000 people, or you multiply that 5 from upselling and you done upsell them to $25. I'll pull one card for you for $5. I'll pull 2 cards for $10. I'll pull 3 cards for $15. I'll give you a full spread with a video for $50. That's what you do on Fiverr, and you can start jugging right then and there. If you don't have, a lot of times when you first post your post, of course people aren't going to see your stuff because you're new. But what you can do, they have a category in there where you can see what services that people are requesting, and you can go ahead and fulfill their service for them. I used to do that. Like my first month, I went in, I was doing everything for $5. I'll do it for $5. I'll do it for $5. Then when my ratings got up to where I had at least a few orders, then I started to do my stuff, and I started to add more products. And then when I had all them reviews start coming in, that's when my prices went from $5 to $50 to $1,000, and I'm not exaggerating. So that's what you do. Yes, Crystalline, you can do that with your haircuts, and you can promote it on your Instagram, on your Facebook page. You see what I'm saying? So that the family and friends know. Yes, that's what I'm telling you. Nia Grace and NY1. Fiverr, that's what I'm saying. Don't be sleep. Like I said it before, and I'm like, y'all don't understand. Like I think people be sleep. Like people don't understand how much money can be made. You could turn that into a full-time business opportunity. The one thing that I would say is when you're using these websites, make sure that you pay attention to the rules. Because if you break the rules and you get caught, then you can have a business that was booming for you shut down at the click of a button because they will shut you down. That's what happened with my Fiverr site. I'm not going to blame Fiverr because I broke the rules. I didn't do nothing crazy, but I wasn't supposed to do it. See what I'm saying? It was people who were sending me products on Amazon, and they wanted me to just write a review. And so when they saw you're not supposed to do that, so since I was doing Amazon reviews, I probably ended up getting caught, got away with a lot of them. I was making a lot of money with that. I was doing like Amazon reviews, y'all. Shoot. For $5, an Amazon review, I wouldn't even have to try the product. I would just get the product and post a picture of it so they could see the product and see that it was sold. So they can have at least one review. I was doing those for like, I would do $5 for just a quick 25-word review, and I would do I would do $10 for a review and a picture. You see what I'm saying? And just from that alone, when I tell y'all the orders is like, so just from that alone, I was probably making like $300 a month just by doing Amazon reviews. And that's a low guess, but at least, you see, so you can do the sky's the limit. But like I said, make sure that if you are going to take it as an opportunity that you want to be long-term, don't do nothing illegal like how I did. Even if it's like you'll get caught one day and you don't want to risk something that you built over years or months to be just shut down because something that you did that was your fault. So I take the blame for that, but I just wanted to say that in case y'all do with any of these websites, even if it's YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, make sure that you're familiar with the rules and the policies, because you can be making money over here all day, and then if you break a rule, they don't care how much money you was making or none of that. They will shut you down. So remember that. So Sabora, I'm glad. Good night, sis. I'm glad you was in here. Oh, you're driving to Florida from New York. Oh my God. Oh, from North Carolina. Oh, okay. Well, good night. I love you. I'm gonna wish you a safe trip. So Fiverr, y'all, if you want anything, like, please don't be sleeping on that. Check out that Fiverr. Okay. So that's all I wanted to talk about for tonight. I hope that I gave y'all some food for thought. I'm done with what I had. If y'all have any questions, I'll go ahead and take any last minute Q&A. And I guess I can go ahead and wrap it up since, you know, I know it's getting kind of late. So y'all can let me know. And then also, if you want to do a Google Hangouts, either tomorrow or Wednesday around the same time, push 1, because I'm going to write your name down and I'm going to schedule a Google Hangouts for us. And then, matter of fact, if you are interested in the Google Hangouts, what I want you to do is, instead of pressing 1, also type your email, because I'm going to invite you to the Hangout. Okay, so Musical Mood Ring, April. Okay, that's good, y'all. Okay, so Sequoia. Okay, and matter of fact, I don't even have to write y'all down, because I'm going to be able to come back in the chat at the end of the video and just see, so I can invite y'all. And yes, if y'all can, please put your email, because that's how I'm going to invite y'all to the Google Hangouts. Okay. So I'll let y'all do that. And we can do a hangout. Like I said, I'm going to let y'all know for sure. But it's going to be this week. It's either going to be... It'll probably be either tomorrow or Thursday. Okay. And I know that it's usually only 10 people allowed in the Hangouts at the same time. So since I see that a lot of people want to do the Hangouts, this is what we'll do. We'll do a live. Like when I did the live with Brother Panic, that's how I learned how to use Google Hangouts. So what I'll do is we'll do the Google Hangouts live, so the 10 of us can be on there, and then we can swap out people, and the people who aren't in the live, they could still be participating in the chat and watching it, and then we could be swapping out people. So after questions are answered, let's say Prissy said what she had to say, she can leave and then allow somebody else to come in. So it's under 20 people in here, so it's good. We should be able to make it work. But again, like I said, we're going to do the Google Hangouts. I'm going to let y'all know for sure which day we're going to do. I'm going to send the invite. And then, you know, whoever is the first 10 people to get in there will be the first 10 people on the actual Google Hangouts. And then everybody else will be on the live and in the chat. And then after our first little group is done, I'll switch out for the next people to come in, and we can do the bill from there. So that's all I wanted to say. I got your email, so we're good. And then let me just screenshot. I have it because it's on the Google, but I just don't never trust. So I want to take screenshots just to make sure that if something happens, I got everybody's email who said they want to be in the Google Hangouts. All right. And again, any last minute questions that y'all have for business or anything, I can answer before I get off. And put my daughter to sleep because she thinks she's asleep. She's not going to be up all night. She thinks she is, but she's not. So I'll leave any last minute questions for y'all. And I hope that this was helpful, y'all. This is the beginning. Like, now it's turned up because I've been was supposed to be doing business videos, but there were so many things that I was doing then that I wanted to be able to discuss. But y'all know I don't like to talk about anything unless I can show, oh, go here, do this. I like to be able to show you my mistakes or where I went to help. So, but now they're going to be coming like this because it's too much that I've learned and I've been doing in the past few months that I got to share. So I'm glad this was helpful. Again, any last minute questions, I'll give a little second. Peace to everybody who came to the live. I love y'all so much. Oh, that's what I want to say in closing. I'll let y'all, again, if y'all have any questions, let me know. If not, that's fine. But this is the last thing I wanted to say. Anybody who's in this group who's serious about business, which I know it's a lot of us. Anybody who already has their own website, anybody who already has their own products, especially that's in alignment with what we do with Pretty Boss TV, spirituality. For instance, Prissy got the incense, chakra incense. okay? Which I still haven't promoted yet, but I will be because I got them y'all know them chakra videos is itching to come back. So you already know what we're going to be. I'm going to be able to show in the chakra videos. Prissy's incense. Sequoia got the body butters, that natural stuff. All of these things are related. My vision for Pretty Boss TV, which I had this vision before I even had a thing called a Pretty Boss TV. I wanted to do this years ago when I first had Queen. I want y'all to understand that this community, I said this before, but I know we have some new people, is not only about Pretty Boss and my products. First of all, we're all pretty bosses. Everybody in this group that has a business, there's no reason that you should be in our group, have products that people in our group like, and they're not known about or they're not being promoted. I want Pretty Boss TV to be a cross-promotional thing. This is something I haven't talked about, but right now, behind the scenes, I'm working on creating PBA, Pretty Boss Association, which is going to be something where members come together, like actual Pretty Boss Association members. We do different things, all kind of stuff, but it's mainly a thing of networking, and it's a big bowl of cross promotion. I've never said that on here because I keep my visions to myself, but I wanted to share that with y'all because a lot of y'all that's in here that has been part of the group for a long time, and I just feel like y'all are, it's more than Patreons. It's like, it's to the level that I have to start having certain conversations with y'all, because basically what I'm trying to say is what I see long-term vision for what we're doing is a group, we're growing, and let's say I'm promoting Prissy's products over here, this person, let's say we have 20 pretty bosses, meaning me and y'all, me and the pretty bosses, everybody else who has businesses, and we're all cross-promoting. Prissy using Sequoia's body butter, I'm using Sequoia's body butter, Prissy incense, drinking Kayla tea, buying Pretty God teas. Even with those 5 people alone, that's cross-promotion. See, that's how you advertise. This is how we take advertising and marketing to a mastermind and master group level. Okay? By Pretty Boss is a network. What I'm trying to say is I'm still building for things to come to full fruition, but Pretty Boss TV is bigger than me. So I hope nobody's still at this point associating Pretty Boss TV only with me, because it's not. It's about bringing all of us together, and then we have like you could think about it as a gang. Like, dang, so now you're hearing everything being cross-promoted here. These channels are growing, and by the time, even if we look 3-5 years from now, let's say Pretty Boss TV is where it's at now. Let's say in 3 years I have 1 million subscribers. Imagine every single person from our group who I love their product and I promote it on my page. Look at all them people that's going to be seeing it years from now. Even the people that's going to be seeing it now. So that's what my vision is for Pretty Boss TV. So that's why I say anybody who has a business, it's a shame that I don't know what your business is. And I'm kind of slick mad that I didn't even know Sequoia was selling that type of stuff. Like, I saw that picture of that herb candle, and I did not even know. I saw that herb candle picture. I don't remember where I saw it, and I did not know that Sequoia sold those candles. Okay? So that's what Pretty Boss TV is about. We're growing spiritually. That gives us the ability to tap in, to do rituals together. So proud of Prissy. I love you, sis, for holding down the group. Proud of Prissy for what she's doing with the rituals and bringing us together, because that's the type of accord we always need to be on spiritually. Mastermind group. Then physically, everything being a reflection of what we already do behind the scenes, y'all, we will grow at an exponential pace. And everything, that's what I'm saying. Y'all already have Pretty Boss TV leverage. This is the last thing I'm going to say. I'm going to get off. I told my mom, I said, Mom, what are you being afraid of? I said, my mom has an industrial size embroidery machine. I can sell hats through my mother. She has a huge machine that does embroidery. It was like a $15,000, $20,000 machine. I'm like, Mom, I want to come to you. Tell me what your prices are so that I can come to you and sell, and I don't have to pay somebody else. That's how you keep it in the family. I don't want to hire my mom to do this or do that, because that gets fishy, but I will pay my mom for her service instead of going to somebody else. That's how you keep stuff in the family. So I said that to say, I told my mom, you don't understand what you're missing out. If people saw what she did, my mom is very talented. If y'all seen some of my mom's stuff, y'all will be blowing her up for her work. I'm like, you have Pretty Boss TV leverage. Look at my audience. So I said that to say this. It's not just my audience. It's all of our audience. Okay? So remember that with your products, you have Pretty Boss TV leverage. You're a Patreon. You're a member. And especially if it's in sync with what I'm doing, please put your product so we can cross promote. All right. So anyways, y'all, I love y'all so much. I just wanted to say that. Remember, think long term with your business, and remember that even my goals for Pretty Boss TV is way larger than anything that I got going on by myself. The vision is the network of Pretty Boss businesses. How it seems like, oh my God, it's a whole team of y'all. That's what it's about. And that's what I'm going for with this. That's why I'm like, these business videos that we're doing, I'm going to be sharing everything with y'all that I've done in the past, that I'm doing now, and that I will be doing in the future, so that y'all know what I'm working on. It's a lot of things that I learned trial and error. I made mistakes in the past that now I can tell you exactly what to do, because I struggled trying to figure out what I was doing wrong and thinking I was doing everything wrong for about 5, 6, 7 years. So again, we're all in this thing together. I want to see all of us succeed. And not only do I want to see all of us succeed, we're all going to the top. Okay. So, hey, Alicia, I'm so glad you made it, sis. Of course, you know I got to call you Alicia. That's my cousin's name, so I got to call you Alicia. But I know it's Alicia. But anyways, y'all, I love y'all so much. Thank you for coming in. Again, after I post the recap, if you have any more questions, I'll go back into it. And I'm going to be doing specific video tutorials that we talked about in this live today. All right. So, I love y'all. Kelly Christina. So, I love y'all so much. Corey Lynn, Chrislyn, Tori Simmons. Shouts out to all my sisters. Prissy, Sequoia. Oh, my goodness. Corella. Real Witches Don't Sleep, sis. I'll be seeing you up, Corella. I know Chani was in the building earlier. Sabora, every Bliss Boss, everybody who came. Nia Grace, NY1. I love y'all so much. Remember, making money is supposed to be fun. Follow things that you love to do. Oh, I'm so glad you said Maya. It's okay. Now I know what your name is on here. Okay. All right. So, have fun with what you do. Remember, have the mentality, like I told y'all, even with the Pretty God Tees website, if I didn't sell a tee, it didn't matter, because it's fun for me to create it. So anything that you're enjoying, that you're doing, and it's fun while you do it, understand that that same energy that you're putting into it, it's law that you get that same energy out, which comes to you in the form of currency. So do what you love, and the universe will take care of you financially in ways that you'll never even have to even be thinking about money again. So anyway, y'all, really this time, good night for real. I love y'all. It was a beautiful build. We're doing it again. Good night. My sisters, remember, you are worthy, and the only limitation in this world is your own mind. Talk to y'all later. Good night. Peace.